Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Oh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
You should never mix drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a WeaponCollector glass.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here, yes, and to the dropped Cookie and Dartmoor, this one goes up to you.
You're joining so early. Shit the bed.
That always made me laugh. Hello. Drop said, come with me and you'll be in a world of pure inebriation. You right, Penny? How you doing? You right? Rich, how you doing, mate? You right? Did you like my comment I left on your bow video? I hope you saw it. I had a swear word in it, so you might not have. Deep, how you doing, mate? You right? I did buy myself something slightly different today to drink. We shall see what it's like. I'll wait until Persio's on to show you. No, fuck it. I can't wait that long because I need to. Yeah, not the community post one, but the actual one on the bow video. Can you guess what I bought? Let's sneakily put it down here, shall we, so you can't see it. I'm going to sniff it. You'll know why I bought it when I show you the bottle. But I doubt you'll be able to tell me exactly what it is. So here it is. My first bit of it is gonna be purely just straight and ice. So I can get a nice little taster of it. In fact, I might put a little bit more in. Rita said yes, the cool BS one, yes. Yeah, I thought I'd be a little bit of a pain in the ass, Richard. Smells all right. Also got myself 4 of them to go with it, and I found a bottle of wine just in case. So Cookie said he's been on the dark fruits, nice. And this was Dartmoor Survivors had question, do you rate them more enough? Yeah, I quite like them more enough. Yeah, they're good for what they are. For the price, amazing. However, if you're not massively into Moronized themselves and you want to try something different, go onto my channel and type Mora type knives. Mora type knives. And there'll be a video of some Mora type knives that you can explore. Drop said, cold on the rocks. It's cold on the rocks, you Neanderthal. What did I say? I haven't said what it is yet. Come on, guess what it is. What's my this is straight, by the way. And what I mean by straight is there's no mixer. No, yeah. No, that is on the rocks, but it's straight. There's no, Saint said that flag looks nice. Oh, yes, I keep forgetting that's there. I keep forgetting that's there. Yes. Cheers. Not something I drink very often. Not my favourite drink either. I could drink it though. It'll take me a while to get into it. Drop said, no, read that. Richard said, my poll was a waste, only got 4 votes. Wanted to see if I was getting recommended by YouTube or see if other people sharing. It's a shame, isn't it, that YouTube do that kind of crap. And then I'll do a post where I ain't really fussed, and it'll get loads of votes. And then the one where you want it to, you won't get any. I said, I don't know. Hello, Dan H. How you doing, mate? He said, has anybody found a Stinger 2 aftermarket bolt that works? I'm not sure, mate. I haven't, but I've got a mate called Tom, but he's ill at the minute. He may have, but I don't think he'd be able to reply to me. He may be watching. I ain't in Thomas Shell if you're watching. Elusive Dartmoor said, "Oh, will do. I'll email you my email to you tomorrow about knife shift." Oh yeah, nice one. Yeah, no point bothering tonight. Well, yeah. Cookie said peach archers. No, fuck that shit. No, I would be properly gagging with that. What I'll do, Dan, though, if you put you have put that question on one of my videos, haven't you? Because I saw it today and I didn't get a chance to reply. I'll ask him myself. Thanks. How's your day been today? Not bad. I have spent most of my day. Oh, you've been drinking. Well, I'm drinking as well, so it's no good. We'll leave it till tomorrow, maybe Monday. My day has been, I got up, I didn't have much sleep. I woke up after about 5 hours sleep, which is nowhere near enough for me. I need about 9, personally. Got up and I spent a good 5 hours probably doing thumbnails and descriptions and getting rid of certain things on my videos to hopefully spread them about a bit more. Last night, I noticed, completely out of nowhere, my AdSense jumped from, let's say, £2 a day to suddenly 10. But I don't know if it's just coincidence or something else. But I haven't had a donation that's 10 quid. So that doesn't make any sense. The only thing it might be is maybe my videos are getting shown more because now they've got better thumbnails, better descriptions. I fucking hope so. It'd be amazing. But yeah, anyway. So I've done that. And I went back to bed. Then I got up, chatted to Metallic for a bit. Went up the shop in the pissing down rain. And here I am. I will show you what I'm drinking in a minute. Space Cadet, how you doing, mate? You all right? Saint said to Richard, I need to sub to your channel. Do you want me to put his channel on now so you can just click it now? Let me get Richard's link up. Because if I put his link up, it's easier for you to... You can't open his channel, can you? There you go. I'm going to sub to Rich. He's an excellent bloke. You've seen him in my videos. I will show you what I'm drinking in a minute. I've been tearing up my mother-in-law's bush all day. That sounds very wrong. Doc said, I've been awake for 12 hours. 4 a.m. is not a time. It's bullshit. Well, yeah, definitely, mate. 100%. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Richard said, Saint, you ain't missing much. Don't put yourself down, Rich. You've got a good channel. And he said, quite a boring snooze fest. Now, he's all right, Richard. He's well worth watching. Saint said, good on you, Mark. I'd love to see a video on how you do your editing or whatnot. I want to start doing some stuff on my own stuff. I'll think about that. Yeah, maybe. Because the only problem is that's very different to what I normally do. But I could probably do that. Space Cadet said, I got a new Ally 20-inch baseball bat today. See the new video. No, I haven't seen that go up today. Maybe you put it on this evening. Facebook group where I posting, still not approved it. So see why loads is. It's a shame when they, yeah. Cheers, by the way. Have a guess why I bought this. Pleasure's not on. Fuck him. He'll have to wait. There's 2 reasons why I bought that. If you can tell me the 2 reasons for that, I think you're great. That's it. That's all you get. There's 2 reasons why I bought that. I want both the reasons drops. I want both the reasons. But I'll have a look, Space Cadet. I will check that out, mate. Well, when I bought it, I didn't know how strong it was. It's actually slightly stronger than normal, which is even better. Luckily, I'm not a pregnant lady, so it won't affect me in any way. It's because it's fucking called Claymore. How could you resist a whiskey that's named after fucking swords? But the other reason was the price. The main reason was the price. The proof is just a bonus. Yeah, I looked at the price. Well, you'd think so, Drot. You'd think so, but it's a phantom pregnancy. As my mum likes to say, I look 9 months pregnant. So, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, I'm not. I'm not. It's a phantom pregnancy. Saint said, Rich, might as well sub anyway. You're a decent amount of stuff. Richard's a good bloke and he's interested in watch. Yeah, it was cheap. The first thing was I looked at the price, $8.99. Yes. Then I thought, oh, Claymore. Yeah, you can't, even if I don't like it, I've got a bottle that says Claymore on it. And then it was 40% when I got it home. And I thought, yeah, bonus. Because normally our alcohol is, our spirits are, most of them, not all of them though, they're 37.5%. So they're a little bit lower. Dartmoor said, Richard just subscribed. Was deleted. Message was deleted, not sure. Yeah, Richard's well worth a subscribing. Basically, I think it was my best edit. You mentioned editing a moment ago. Some good free editor software out there. Yeah, I bought mine only because I was deaf, but there is good free stuff out there. I used to use free stuff, but it kept, I don't know, every time I'd get a new computer, I'd lose it. And yeah, it's a glass bottle. Yeah. Thanks, I've never really tried whiskey or anything like that. Got any suggestions for something cheap? I'll be honest with you, mate. If you get cheap spirits, they'll probably be horrible. And also if you've not really drank spirits before, you're not probably going to enjoy them at first. So it's worth drinking mixed with some potential. At least if you want to try them. See what I've done here. I wanted to try this whiskey straight on the rocks with no mixer in it, just so I could taste it. I'd recommend doing that and then putting a bit of water in it. But yeah, there's most spirits, they're not yeah, some of the spiced rums are quite nice. Vodka's just vodka. Whiskey, you get so many variations. Ginger ale. Hello, John, by the way. You're right, mate. Richard Saint, I use a cheap crowbar and welded flanges on. Drops are nice. Has a future on the shelf. Then yes, it does. Yes, yeah, that's going on there. Dan said, I'm partial to a Jura single malt, not cheap, but worth it. Yeah. See, the more expensive ones would be quite nice. Very cheap whiskey's not going to be all that good. But this is drinkable. It's better than Teachers and what's the other really cheap one? I'm only drinking one of these like this. The rest will be mixed with water. I'll drink it too quick otherwise. Well, that won't, because, maybe I'll have another one soon. There's some ice left. Drinking the cheap whiskey has awful aftertaste. That's it. That's what I mean, mate. They're if you want to try, if you want to get into, I'll tell you what you want to do, Saint, actually. It won't be as economical, but you can have fun doing it. Get some of those multi-packs of different types of whiskies, miniatures. Get one of them. You can get them in things like Home Bargains and that. And then at least you can try them out then. And you can, that's how I found out I liked Famous Grouse. I quite like Famous Grouse just on ice. And that's quite nice. But it was like £3 more than that one. So I thought, no, I'm not spending £3 more. Drops a Sailor Jerry. Love it so much that I don't drink it anymore. Well, yeah, there you go. He said Glenfiddich, probably entry level. Yeah, them little samples of, that's what you want. Get some of them of different kinds of boozes. And then you don't have to buy a big bottle. So if you hate it, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, don't you? These things. And then you can get all different ones. Fireball, that's really nice. If you've never tried Fireball, that's actually lovely. Gordon's Gin. And then if you don't like them, you've only got 2 shots that you've got to get rid of. You know what I mean? Buying that, if you don't like it, you've got that whole bottle to chuck away. Or whatever, if you don't know anyone would have it. That's a sampler is always good for testing booze. Test driving booze, yes. By the way, I'm drinking tea and I need one now. Go and get your tea, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Saint said, is there other liquors you can get into? Vodka is only spirit. I refuse to touch. Thing is, vodka is just a flavourless spirit, really. You know what I mean? There's nothing special about vodka. It's not worth trying other vodkas. In my opinion, most of them taste Some of them go down a bit better, but they don't really have much different tastes because it don't have a taste. Whereas like whiskey does have a taste. Some are more smoky. So instead of heard Fireball is nice, it's cinnamon flavored. Yeah. There's loads of them. If you go on so you can get them on Amazon actually. You might be able to get them on. I don't think you can get them on eBay. I don't think they do alcohol on eBay, but I can't remember. Amazon 100% sells alcohol though. You can get big bottles of it, but you can get miniatures on there. Or there's a website called Drink Supermarket. Go on there and then go on to the clearance section or the discount section, and you'll find loads and loads of like little bottles of Jägermeister, gin, all different types of booze. Ouzo, which is like licorice flavour in it. I can't look at the word. Aniseed flavour. You can on Amazon, right? You can get these. They're about £2 each. But you can get these absinthe. It's worth trying absinthe if you've never tried it. Look up how you drink it and try it like that, right? It's very expensive to buy the 69-70% stuff in a standard size bottle. It's like £60. But see this stuff in here. This is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This stuff's 70%, and it comes in a single shot. And they also do, that's a 55% tequila. Yeah. Or send it to me. Exactly. Well, Cookie, I actually thought that. I did. I'll have it. I'll have it. Deep in the bunker, Adrian, mate. Anyway, you're right. And he said, Teacher's whiskey gave my first serious hangover alcohol poisoning. I think I watched the other one. There's Teacher's, and there's another famous, really cheap whiskey. It was either Teacher's or the other one. That I had like a fight at the age of like 12. And I was a small 12-year-old. You know, I'm only like 5'5" now. And I was skinny as a 12-year-old. I was about the age of 12. I had a fight with like a fucking 70-year-old man, an actual fist fight, and it was quite equal. You know, he wasn't an old doddering old man either. It was quite a fit. It was fucking weird, bizarre. He started it, threw a punch at me, so I punched him in the face, and then we started having like a fight. And fuck you, Rich. And then he started crying because I punched him in the face, saying, "How could you punch him with glasses?" And I thought, "How could you punch a 12-year-old?" Oh god. So yeah, I've had the same issue with Teachers. So until I went to the local Lidl and they had a fair amount of rum, I heard Lidl is actually pretty safe with cheap drinks. Yeah. Lidl and Aldi's cheap drinks are fucking great. It's all right, Rich. I'm 5'3", really. I was lying. JD, Jack Daniels. I don't know what I think of Jack Daniels. I think because it's got a flavour in it, it makes it slightly easier to drink. It's a bit sweeter. So I think Jack Daniels is for people who don't like that kind of whiskey. Because there's nothing like that. Jack Daniels is sort of sweet compared to that. There's no sweetness in this, like what I'd call like a proper whiskey, you know what I mean? Dan said Little Bourbon wasn't bad. Kentucky something, Mike. Are you thinking of Bell's? Yes, I am thinking of Bell's. Thank you, Dan. Yes, Bell's and Teachers, they're the two really cheap whiskies. Thank you. Yes, I was thinking of that. Just said, sorry, Saint, vodka will get you there faster and cheaper. If you're looking for something flavoured, look up things that are considered sipping alcohol. Whiskey, Scotch, brandy. Yeah. The only reason I drink vodka is to get drunk. The only reason I drink any drink is to get drunk. But I thought I'd try something different tonight because why not? But yeah. Deeps, I thought you were a Southern Comfort kind of guy. I only shooting people in the woods, but other than that, no. Saint said true drop. Last time I had vodka, I was on the bed in fetal position, never again. Greg said, didn't Lidl own brand win? The Lidl stuff, I think most Lidl booze I've had has always been amazing. And one of the best things about Lidl and Aldi, right, is the booze is good and it's fucking cheap as fuck. The thing with spirits, though, in the UK, you won't get spirits much cheaper. Like, most spirits are going to be a standard price. You won't suddenly find in Lidl a bottle like that for £4. It'll still be about £8 or £9. All spirits are about the same price. I don't know if that's a duty thing or something, but their beers, you can get 4 cans of 5% beer for fucking like £2.50. Whereas everyone else does cans. Like, you got Sainsbury's, they won't do a can for less than £1.25. So it's £5 for 4, or about £2.50 for 4 in Lidl, for stuff that's good. It's good booze. I'd love it if we had a fucking Lidl or Aldi in walking distance of here, but we don't. And they won't do Deliveroo either. Rich, at least you didn't claim you're 6'2" when you're really 5'8". Exactly, Rich. Yeah, I might add half an inch on my height. That's it. You can tell someone's short when they include the half an inch. That half an inch counts when you're under fucking 5'6". Drop said, never really been a fan of barrel made anything. Now, I remember you saying you don't. I didn't actually, Dropped. I've been spent too much time around burnt wood flavour to it's something I want to taste. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't usually like the burnt wood taste. Luckily, this one doesn't have it. Not massively anyway. That's not a bad whiskey, to be honest. I would buy that again. Thing is, I'm not massively into. I'm not a whiskey drinker. I just thought, fuck it, let's try something different. All my booze is brown tonight, so expect me to have quite a hangover tomorrow. Saint said, Lidl is literally an English Costco. I go to both, and Lidl really isn't bad. You get German garlic sausage. Yeah, I love a bit of garlic sausage. Mig Welder and Captain's Goose Rum. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I went in there, got my fucking self that little bloody printer. It's a fucking thermal printer that you can do stickers and things like that. It's black and white anyway, so yeah. Bit of a cockfest tonight, isn't it? Where's the ladies tonight? All right. I'm going to do what I'll do soon. I'll do a ladies' night where you all have to. I did one before. I did a ladies' night where everyone who came on either had to pretend to be a lady or had to be a lady. So, you know. So you'd have to come on and you'd have to pretend you was a woman. Richard said, all the booze is brown. Booze is brown and the sky is grey. Yes. It sounds like that should be written on someone's gravestone, but not mine. Drop says she's here. She's on Instagram while listening. Nice. Hello, Penny. Love you, mate. I hope you've not had too much of a stressful day. You don't work on Saturdays, do you? Don't go from Instagram. It's okay. The Drop can tell me what you said. You shout it to him and he can type it. Well, I'm glad you've had the day off. Might have one more shot. I'll have one more shot of the whiskey sort of straight before I start mixing it with water. I didn't even buy any, what do you call it? Tonic water. But fuck it. If you're going to drink with whiskey, I might as well just drink it with water, ain't I? You still hate Jack Daniels? Yeah, I didn't drink Jack Daniels up until about the age of 35 because of what happened was when I was a teenager, or even before I was a teenager, every time I ever drank whiskey, I got massively fucked out of my face and got into some massive trouble or did something really stupid or like puked my guts up or something every time. Because the reason that is I used to find whiskey so absolutely fucking disgusting. The only way we could drink it was to mix it with something that was so strong taste, it would overpower the whiskey, right? And we couldn't think of anything because also we didn't want to fill up a big thing of like whiskey and Coke. That's just a waste of time. We wanted a load of whiskey at one go. You know, want to get pissed really quick. So we used to get a glass, put, about 1.5 inches of whiskey in it, maybe, which is probably about 3 shots. And then maybe even more than that, probably half a glass. And then just pile loads and loads and loads of teaspoons of coffee into it. And then, so you've now got, you're a small 12-year-old fucking little freak show downing loads of whiskey with fucking shitloads of caffeine. That's why I used to get in so much trouble when I used to drink whiskey. Yeah, and I used to get in so much shit. And I also used to hate the taste of it. So for years and years and years and years, I didn't touch any whiskey. Hello, mother. I don't know if I've got an England flag anywhere. That genuinely just happens to be up there anyway. I know that looks like I've put that up there for a specific reason. It's not. I haven't already been up there. Been up there for a while. But hello, mother. How you doing, mate? I said, never buy a Kraken. That shit's horrible. Dartmoor said, someone gave me 70 proof alcohol straight the other day, got from abroad. Yeah, I tried some Everclear. So that would be under, so 70 proof in America would be, I think what you mean, 70% here, which would be 140 over there. I had some 90% Everclear, which is 180 proof in America. Fuck me. That stuff hurts your mouth. It's so strong. But I thought I just want to try it. I just want to try it to see how painful it is in your mouth. But I did drink a shot straight. Fucking hell. That was the beginning of the year. I got some for Christmas. Got some whiskey and black choker. You know, that sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. So it's the same. So I don't do soda, but that's my go-to. Mother said, hope you're all good. I hate when the new week starts. Yeah, what you been up to, mother? I got myself a claymore. Do you want to see it? Would you like to see my claymore I got today, mother? Still makes me wince a little bit when I drink it, but it's all right. It's not, yeah. It's straight fucking whiskey, so it's going to make you go a little bit. Yeah, so hope you're all having a good evening. Don't forget, we can talk about any old bullshit you want. It just happens to be booze at the minute. Elusive Dartmoor said, where's the best place to buy a crossbow? Well, I've bought them from the Prepper's Shop, Merlin Archery, and oh fuck, I can't remember the other place. Merlin Archery's a good place to get them from. Trustworthy, decent place. So is Prepper's Shop. Hello, Jump Hub. How are you doing, Reeds? Right. Mother, would you like to see my claymore that I got today? Dartmoor said, I want a decent crossbow, not cheap. Well, it depends what you want. See, like the Horizon Redback pistol crossbow, I know you're after a full-size one, is about 60 quid. That's literally the best pistol crossbow you can buy. Single-shot pistol crossbow. You can't get better than a Redback. 60 quid, 75 quid maybe. I don't know how much they sell them for now. It used to be 50 quid. But yeah, you can get very expensive crossbows. You know what I mean? Richard, but Merlin do all of what you can think of. Prepper's Shop do all of what you can think of. Depends what you want. The only thing is, what do you want it for, Elusive Dartmoor? Because in all honesty, unless you're actually hunting with it, there's no point going mental with a really expensive crossbow. If you want it just as a piece to sit about and do target shooting in the garden, you want something no more powerful than £150. Don't go higher than £150. Just don't bother. It's a waste of time. £150 draw weight, I mean, not price. So don't go higher than £150 draw weight. Otherwise, it's too powerful for any back garden shooting. But it's still powerful enough to take a deer down. So, take anything down. And it also depends, because if you want... no, Claymore's a sword. Claymore's a sword. Mother, dig. What was I saying? Not explosive. No, I'm not buying explosive. Don't get me in trouble, mother. I forgot what I was saying now. Anyway, here's my claymore. Dickhead. Love you, really, mother. Elusive Dartmoor said, no, not expensive, just not that falls apart. And yeah, got a big garden. Yeah, I wouldn't bother going over 175 foot poundage. Don't go over 150, sorry. If you get a recurve, you can pull it by hand. If you get compounds, you may have to start using stringers and stuff like that and wind up things or things you pull. You know what I mean? Get yourself a do you know what was a really, really good fun crossbow to own? A fucking R9. They're about 180 quid if you get the whole setup for an R9 with everything on it. They cock like that. You can get more powerful limbs on them. And the Siege is the compound version. Are they any good now? Because they had an issue for ages. Dan8 said Merlin is the cheapest for most things I found, but they ain't always got a lot in stock. Saint said the ones that take 2 or 3 people to lift, from what I've seen dropped. Or claymores. Is your one good, Cookie? What was I missed something there? Hello, Dingaling. You right? I hope you're liking the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. Saint said, how far can you get in feet with £150? Richard, how far can you get 150? How far can you shoot with £150 crossbow, do you reckon? Not you, but a person. Good distance. Feet, I don't know. 100 foot, maybe, I don't know, easily. 100 foot, I reckon. Hello, 1974 said, how many people have you shot? Just one I can think of. I've shot at many people, many people, but yeah, just one. Rated EK Archer's full-size compound crossbows are decent for the price. Best part, you can get replacement limbs for 50 quid. Mother said, how many people have you shit? How many people have I shit? Just myself, just one then. Saint said you could definitely put a scope on one and do some pretty decent range shooting. Yeah. Elusive Dartmouth said, Richard, checked out one of your videos. It's hard. It looked hard to pull back. Oh, he's pulling back a bow in Richard's videos. The reason that looks hard is because he's pulling back a bow that's getting on for like world record setting sort of power. Hello, Film the Police. You use a £300 takedown bow, do you? Nice one. Can I ask, how did you find this channel? And welcome. And how often do you film the police? Do you film them all the time? And do you know what that tattoo means? Mother said, how many people have you cum shot? Now that would be telling. Oh, nice one. I was just curious, Phil. Are you a subscriber of mine, or have you found this randomly? I'm just curious because I've been changing things up on my channel, and I was hoping it's sending it out to more people. Cheers, by the way. Yeah, no, just curious. I'm hoping that the stuff I've done is making it. Oh, you know, nice one. Yeah, I'm just hoping my videos are getting out there a bit more. You know, I've been trying to, you know. Saint said, I want to make a recurve bow someday. Seems pretty easy to make over a weekend. Well, yes and no. You can break it just like that, which is the most stressful thing. Depends what you make it out of. So I made metallics bow with an axe and a couple of fucking planes and a draw knife. Because it was her birthday present, it was very stressful because I didn't want to break it because I also only had that one bit of seasoned wood. I think it might be more difficult than you think. Because you do need some seasoned wood. But I've seen people make bows out of I think it was pickaxe handles doing a 2-parter. Well, the thing is, he said, what wood? You can pretty much make bows out of lots of different woods, but it has to be seasoned wood. The thing is, Saint, You can go and get any bit of wood you want to make a bow out of. Don't let me tell you you can't. You can. It's just it won't be as good. So if you want to experiment, and you can make a bow out of green wood. It's just all it is. It's not as springy and it's more likely to break. That's all. But it's a lie to say that you can't make a bow out of any wood. You can. You can't make it out of any wood. But there are many. If you want it, the best thing is to ask my brother, really. But yeah. Cookie said he's got some wood. Dartmoor said, any tips on how to get new subscribers for YouTube to push out? I found you through the prepping side. Well, it's always worth going on other people's chat. This is something I don't do, which I should do more of. Make an active effort to go on other people's channels like you are now. Chat with people. Get your comments in their videos so other people see them. And then you might be able to write something in a comment that makes something. Oh, actually, say if there was a video on a topic, you could always, and I wouldn't lie about it, but as there's a video on a topic, you could always do a comment saying, that's good. I've got one of them. I might do a video on it, and then someone might read that, or I don't know. But it is better to get active in communities. You know what I mean? Just keep putting videos out there. Do the best thumbnails you can. Make sure your descriptions have as many keywords in of what you're doing. So if it's about a knife, make sure it keeps saying knife and what it's about. You know what I mean? But other than that, I've been on YouTube for fucking 17 years. I remember when it was a very different place and it was a lot easier to get subscribers. I've only just literally the past week decided I've got to sort my thumbnails out. I've got to. It's hindering my channel. Thanks, and I found you through Liam, so definitely worth going on and promoting. Definitely. And I don't mind. Be careful on certain channels, they may not like it. I've always been up for supporting other channels. I will share your link. I'll do it in a second if you want. But yeah, don't ever mind promoting yourself on here. That's fine. You know what I mean? Thanks, and I found you through Liam, so definitely worth going on and promoting. Exactly. What you want to do, get on other channels, become friends with them. I've met Liam, which is Weapons and Stuff 93 in real life, and I've met Richard Smith. I don't know who else is on here at the minute that I've met. Deep in the Bunker, and so also you could develop friendships. I've got real life friends out of YouTube. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Honestly, YouTube, looking back, has changed my life. It's changed my life so much for the better. Oh, I wouldn't have been doing fuck all. I still would have been doing weapons and that. I would have still been pretty much the same, but I wouldn't have as many friends, put it that way, or countrywide friends that I could actually see. Saint said, I'm guessing it will need to be dried fully and have a bit of flex. Yeah, I know that. Rich, can you tell? Is it Cookie who wants to know, or no, Saint? A couple of woods that you can have. I'm slightly pissed now, so I can't think of any. Thanks, and I found you. No, I read that. Elusive Dartmoor said, I do survival and kit reviews plus camping. Just restarted, so I've put the message. No, that's all good. Let me get a little link up for you. But as I say, I'm always up for helping out other channels. Back in the day, years ago, Will used to do it. Hardly anyone does it anymore. Small channels might. But you don't get no big channels promoting other channels anymore. I don't see any big channels really having anything to do with small channels. You'll see big channels having stuff with other big channels, but they don't do nothing with small channels. What I'm going to start doing, so if you're interested in this, I'm going to start doing tag videos again soon, which is what I do is I will show you my favorite, just off the top of my head, I'll show you my favorite 3 knives, right? And then I'll tag other people to show the same thing. And then you tag 3 people. And then I'll make a playlist of it all. And that's a good way to spread other people's names about, get friends involved. And then chances are, when that person does it, they'll say, the whole point of it is they'll say, oh, I've been tagged by WeaponCollector to show my favorite knife. So you get your own shout out. And then you're promoting other people, and so I'll start doing that again. Because I think it'd be nice to do, and there's quite a lot of people who I'm really good friends with, that I've sort of lost contact with just because I've been doing other things, and that's all it is. You know what I mean? Saint said, doubt you make much money, but it's cool feeling knowing once we're all gone, your videos will still be around teaching people. Exactly that, Saint, 100%. Yes, it's lovely thought that you've got a legacy out there. You know, even if part of it's the Spyrophiles. Dartmoor said, it's surprising how many channels know each other. I get on with some I've met on YouTube. Oh, that's good, mate. That's good. Film the Police said, I've subbed. Nice one, mate. Nice. Yeah, we just chat about anything, really. We tried to keep it light-hearted, have a bit of a laugh because it's a Saturday night. I'm having a drink. Yeah. Chat about anything, really. Whatever comes up. You know, the topic will change in a minute. Cookie said, I found this channel from Funky. Or Funky or Persia or both. Well, that's supposed to say Funky Prepper. Weapon scrap build challenge. That's written down to do very, very soon. Like, I mean, soon. Yeah, the prepping community, it is big already, and I'm sort of part of that. Although I'm not really a prepper, I sort of am, but I'm a prepper, but in a different way. But I am a prepper, but I don't class myself as a prepper. I'm just a weapon collector who happens to be prepared for other things as well. But yeah, but it's nice being in that community. It's proper decent people, and I've been going to some of the meets. Dartmoor Survival said, when you do my sheaf, I'll show it on my channel. Give a shout. Thank you, mate. Yes. Yeah. Don't forget to email me in a couple of days. I'll put it on the list. Drop said, right, but the person at the top of the community of the list is named, I don't know, the King. The King? Is that what it is? I think, are you trying to get me to play a clip?
Well, you have to know these things when you're a king, you know.
Probably the wrong one, but who knows? Richard said, ash, elm, witch elm, olive, plum, osage, yew, some dogwood, make great bows. Drops it. I'm kicking all your asses on the scrap build challenge. It's coming very soon. I've got a couple. We will have not forged in fire, but you can forge stuff if you want. And we'll do the $10 scrap challenge where you have to make something for $10 or less, which means the people who don't have massive selections of stuff like we do at home, they can go out and buy some. They can get some scrap, also buy some bolts and shit if they need to. You know what I mean? Space Cadet said, "I'll look at these Dartmoor kit challenges later. I subbed." Nice. Saint says, "Scrap build challenge. Use plasma cutter and lathe." Well, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yes, but I have got them written down. There's a few of them. But yeah, let me have a look at my list and I'll tell you. Do you want to see how many lists I've got just at hand? Each one of those is a very, very important list to tell me how to run my life. Not very fucking successful. All right, where's the long term to do? Long term to do. Yeah, I said message someone there. Yeah, I might message one day. 6 years' time, maybe. Okay. So we're gonna have a slate ripper knife challenge where we go out and buy a slate ripper and we make a knife out of it, any design, and then the public will vote on who makes the best one, and then whoever makes the best one can have my one, or some shit like that. Not forged in fire, which I just explained, and then we'll have the £10 build challenge. But yeah, it's just because I keep doing stuff, like I don't have time to set these things up. It's weird. I'm so busy, but sort of not busy at the same time. It's hard to explain. Yeah, there's a lot going on that I want to do. Maybe I've got too much shit going on, but yeah. Doc said, good thing she just started making a daily to-do list. It's over there now. Do you know what that list? Basically, it's another list that says, look at your lists. Red said, I've got an old slate ripper. I'll be making a nice 18-inch dagger. Nice. Race Cadet said, I'm doing all sorts of prep kits. I've been collecting a lot. Yeah, nice one, mate. Nice. Yeah, there's a shop near my town. Well, I have got a Saint. I have got a whiteboard. That's just up there, but I can't fill it up. I can't fill it. That's good for stuff that I'm doing, like, you know, it's hard to explain that day. But no, I have got a whiteboard. So in a weird way, I'm somewhat glad this channel is as big as it is. Liam is a great example. When a stream gets too popular, it loses its character because we can't have a proper conversation. Yeah, that's true. And I totally get that as well. I'd be gutted if I couldn't talk to people properly. I can literally read out every single comment, have an actual conversation with you, and it makes it so much more, in my opinion, so more interactive. Because I've been on other live streams, and you might get a hello from some live stream. Now, this is up to them, and I'm not complaining at all. People can do whatever they want, and I get it. But some people don't actually reply to the comments at all. They don't even read them. Fair enough. You know, you're telling people stuff, and they're talking about it in the chat. I'm here for partly my own entertainment as well, if you know what I mean. That's why I don't monetize live streams, not these anyway. I couldn't anyway. But you know, this is my Friday night. We're having a laugh. So it's nice to be able to talk. But when you do get people who just, you might get a hello, and if you're lucky at that. So then you have to spend your time chatting with the people in the chat. None of these people I'm talking about Liam, by the way. Liam does talk to everyone when he can. It's just sometimes it's, you know, but yeah. Yeah, I think Liam's a great bloke. Drops a Saturday, Mike. Today's Saturday. What did I say? Doctor, this channel is good. There's plenty of advice. Exactly. That's the other thing. You can come on here, ask a question about weapons, and there's quite a few people who can join in with the conversation, especially if I've had a drink and I'm a bit like, yeah. Saint said, was your Area 51 stream? It was mental. You couldn't actually. I'll show you how quick the chat was going on the Area 51 stream, right? I'm going to play my Nutters clip, right? Watch the live stream chat in the background, right? Watch how fast it's moving. That's from the Area 51 stream, and this is how fast it was moving while I was talking, right? Just watch how quick it moves.
It's a tiny bunch of nutters being watched over by a large team of moderators who encourage these people to think they have something worth saying. And people like you take them seriously, whereas nutters should be ignored. That is the proper purpose of a nutter, to be ignored.
That's how quick it was. Yeah, it was fucking mental. There was 1,286 people watching or something like that. So the whiskey seems to be working. Oh, it is. I'll move on to that in a minute. That's the thing with me. I actually get drunk quite quickly. It seems the alcohol seems to get into my system very quickly, but I'll be able to drink all night. Partly about pacing yourself. The drop said, that was fun for me. The community always has an answer. Well, yeah, that's what's fun for me. The community always has. Exactly, dropped. It's good, isn't it? It's good. And it's the other thing over here, it's friendly. You know, if there's a dickhead on, we'll take the piss out of a dickhead. But, you know, we don't tolerate, like, we wouldn't be a dickhead to someone. You know, I've been on other live streams where, like, the chat has been dicks to people, and that's not acceptable, right? You know, it's supposed to be a community who's welcoming people in. You know what I mean? Whereas mine is just documenting in my training and a few building videos. It's not really entertaining, just factual stuff and explaining how I get more. Yeah, but that thing is, Rich, that is still that's still entertaining though. That's a bit like watching a documentary on Radio 4, not Radio 4, BBC 4. You know what I mean? That's, you know, that's how I see it. And this is Dartmouth said, do you do videos on air guns? I used to have them. So weirdly, I was thinking about this the other day. During my time on YouTube, I haven't done many videos on air guns. I don't know why. I have quite a few air guns, hardly any videos on them. However, saying that, I have access to 4 air guns that I haven't really shot. 2 from Persia and 2 that I need to test for someone. I may do videos on those soon. So yeah, you may see some air rifle videos coming soon. Just so I can test them out and show them and, you know, make a video. You know what I mean? Plus, sitting and drinking always gets you there faster. Trust me, standing after a few hours, they fall off the pots. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It does. It goes to my head quick, but I can drink all night, though. You know what I mean? Our chances are I'll probably be up to about 5. As long as I ain't falling asleep, because I think I've got sleep apnea back a little bit at the minute. It means I'm tired all the time. I just need to lose a bit of weight, which I do. You know. No big deal. But yeah, Claymore is just nice enough that it's sort of all right. Yeah, it's. How am I trying to describe it? I think it's because it's not got that massively woody, burnt wood taste. Is why I like it. Some of them it's too much and it's a bit sickly. That hasn't. That's why I worry about you and the stairs. I'm quite good with stairs, and another thing, I don't know if you've ever seen a drunk do this, but it's great when you can see one do it. And it's quite rare, but I know I could do it, and I know my twin brother could do it, and I know someone who definitely couldn't do it. Right, and I don't recommend trying it unless you're a seasoned professional at drinking. But, you know, when you're so fucking drunk that you are staggering around all around, right? You're literally fucking all over the place. Sometimes, if you fucking run as fast as you can, you will go fucking straight with no moving at all, right? And I used to be able to do that. I'd be walking home and I'd literally be all over the fucking place. But if I ran, I would be in a fucking completely perfectly straight line, no wobbling at all. As soon as you stop, you're all over the place again. You know that fucking falling over the road and that? If you fucking run. However, if you can't do that, what happens is you start running, you go over and you smash your fucking face at the fucking curb. Or the thing that I saw someone do was suddenly decide to run down the road and they tripped, scraped their head down the side of a wall, and then we picked him up and I saw like a little cut here, like a little graze there, and my cousin started like screaming, fucking hell, fucking hell. And I was like, what's the matter? And the bloke had ripped his fucking half his ear off down the wall, and you could actually see the skin embedded in the bricks of the wall. Yeah, where he'd like slid down that, and actually like, you know, like sandpapered it off almost. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sam said we need to get you a 3D printer. You'd have a right laugh of one. Oh, yes. Well, I haven't got one, but I could sort of get access to one. My cousin's got one, but I'm almost too lazy to bother asking him to like do stuff. Because I'll tell you what would be perfect, 3D printer. I can't remember what I'm trying to say. Leather stamps. I'm going like that because that's how big it would be. Saint said, can you show that bottle again so I can screenshot it? Well, you've got it. There you go. Save me holding it up. There you go. It's all right, man. Yeah, it's not bad and it's cheap, but I would definitely recommend if you want to try boozes, if you want to try different booze, get yourself some miniatures. And it's really interesting way and cheap way. I say cheap, it's not that cheap, but it's cheaper than buying one of them. And if you don't like it, like these miniatures will probably still cost you like £2. The guy said, damn, dude, you're barely into that bottle and it's doing it. I know, it's bizarre, isn't it? I've only had 2 shots. That's what I mean. Booze does. It gets into my system really quickly. It does make me wonder sometimes. It's not like I've drunk half a bottle. I've hardly had any. I just get straight into my system. It's just welcoming it in. But also, let's say I stop drinking now. That would probably wear off after about 5 minutes. And then I'd be sober again. What I like to do is if I can maintain that buzz, yeah, that wouldn't last. That would be gone in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I'd be completely sober again. Drop said, I can jump right on a pogo stick while hammered. Drive me, bro. Richard said, is this how you passed the police checking you weren't drunk driving? Ran in a straight line and following the police officer's fingers with your eyes, you'd pass. Yes. Yes, as long as they ran like fuck with their finger on my nose, yes. I would pass. Saint said, I got to head off, early day tomorrow. Cheers for the stream. As always, Mike. See you, everyone. Take care, Saint. It's always nice having you on, mate. See you later. And this one goes out to Saint.
Good night, everyone. I'll see you in your dreams.
Also this one. This is from my heartfelt. I don't know. I can't even talk. This is from the heart.
What about a little good luck kiss? Oh, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
See you later, Saint. Good night, mate. Drops a nice having you back, Saint. Good luck. Yeah, have a nice day tomorrow, mate. But yeah, it's very odd with booze. It will affect me instantly, pretty much. But, you know, as I say, if I stop drinking, that would wear off in a bit. And then, do you know what? I'd have a really bad headache as well. My body loves it. Saint is not on the Discord because he's not well known enough yet. He's asked before. But I don't know Saint's address yet or what he looks like. Love you, Saint. No, he's asked before, but he's had the usual response. And I'll tell you one. So, not that it matters, not that Drop's asking, but let's go and see it. I don't think he has. It always helps with me. No. Yeah, exactly. Dropped. It always helps with me if one of the main differences about getting invited onto Discord, right, is one of the things that will get you on a bit quicker than other things is if you've got YouTube videos, because basically I know more about you then. Does that make sense? It does. Of course it does. But yeah, coming on having chats with us. But yeah, I do need to know one of two things: either their address or what they look like, at least. I think I do. I think apart from maybe one person on the Discord, I know what everyone looks like on the Discord, and apart from one person, I know their address. And the one person I don't know their address, I could probably get to within about 100 foot of their house still. Yeah. Richard, any more pictures on that flag, man? It's on the other side of him. Doctor, I mean, it's not like you have to show your nuts or anything. No, but you know. What you been up to today, Dropped? Anyway, been up to much? Weird, having a night drinking beer and whiskey. What a strange night. If the quality has just gone to shit, the internet, I'm just putting up there because I can see like a thing here. It's just gone down in quality a bit. That's what it is. Oh, you doing that again today? How often do you have to do that then? Is that every like? I don't know. Richard, I know your face. I know where you live, Mike, said calmly. Yes, exactly. I know what Richard likes. I know what Richard likes. Hang on. Yes.
I know what kind of man you are.
I know where Richard lives. I know what he looks like. But no, that for me that makes a difference, because also that means, and I'm not saying Saint's doing this, but it just means you're more open, and you know what I mean. For that Discord, it's a very private thing. Because I've been on open. Well, I've been on, and I had my own forum once, and that was sort of partially public. You still had to be invited on, but I'd pretty much let anyone on there. And holy fuck, that was not a good thing to do. That was not a good thing to do. That's why I resisted Discord for so long. So yeah, the thing is, people will be more themselves and genuinely who they are if you can see them, if that makes sense. Because you're not, I don't know, you know what I mean, don't you? So I said, got up at 4, and was that today? I remember you saying about that. Was that? Yeah. So I said, I know you, Mike. I've seen your boobs. You have. And my balls. I think we've seen each other's balls. Well, yeah. You say, actually, yeah. I mean, it's not like you have to show your nuts or anything. No, but me and you have. Now that memory has just kicked back in. Yes. Me and it's not like a fucking compulsory thing. You don't have to show your balls, but me and Dropped have, you know. What's that come back? Yes, it is. Yes, it certainly is. Have you heard of them? It is unlike nuclear weapons. It's mutually assured destruction. Exactly. Yes, I know where you live. You know where I live. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, the only person who I don't know exactly where they live, I could probably get within about 100 foot of their house and just hang around until I fucking found them. Then I found them riding their fucking e-bike, going down Weatherspoons. You probably guess what I'm talking about now. Yeah, this is pleasant. I still ain't got that clip. I still haven't got this is pleasant, and I still haven't got congratulations. You know where I live, mother. You got my address, haven't you? You've sent me things, haven't you? Well, the thing is, mother, you don't need to know where I live because I'm on YouTube. I'm a celebrity. I'm a famous celebrity. You don't need to know where I live. Drop said, I'd have to buy a plane ticket to do anything. Yeah, my YouTube is maybe 2 million. It's just like lightning. I know, but the difference is, Dropped. You come on camera and talk to me. You don't for that, you don't need videos. I mean, the e-bike that goes flat after 5 minutes. Oh, wait, wrong person. Yes. Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? You're right. Mum said, I know you live in your home. I do. Don't be asking what colour the ceiling is or the roof. Or what colour my door is. Someone already got banned for that shit years ago. What have you been up to, Peach? Peach, sorry that me and Metallic haven't been joining in the gym chat, but I've been fucking just a lazy bastard, and I need to get back into it. And I think Metallic's having issues as well at the minute. Don't stop posting on there, Peach. I'm glad you still post every day. You are my motivation, partly. But yeah, no, but I just noticed the last couple of weeks it's just been you, and I've been thinking, I want to join in, but I haven't been doing anything. So. Richard said, "What colour are the tiles on your roof?" But it's a nice arm workout. Yes. The thing is, I do have an arm workout pretty much every day, but that's other things. Depending on how I'm feeling, up to 3 times a day. But that's something else altogether. So, Pizza ended up with some hammer curl drop sets. Yes. Yes, that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. Hammer curl drops. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Richard, too much information. Right? It was a joke, Richard. It was a joke. Probably going to need to use my internet tonight when I'm out, but I've got the... It's going to run out in 4 days anyway, so that was my motivation to drink tonight, because I have to use that internet before it runs out. That's what I told Matak anyway. And I told myself. Drop said, I keep getting an ad for Pandora for the local fast food. One of the drinks is tropical peach, and every time I hear it, I see a picture of a huge sombrero and a nose covered in sunscreen. And what you were going to say, a nose covered in Coke for a second then. Which would have been the same fucking image, just here instead of here. He said, I love working. I know, Crossbow's working fine now. Like, oh, that's great, Peach. All right? Fucking genuinely, you... And that's made my fucking week, that has. I'll tell you why. Obviously, I've known about the anti-dry fire thing for years. And the reason I never did a video on it, because I didn't really think people was that interested. That video has been quite popular. And loads of people have been doing it. And I'm so glad, because them crossbows are fucking great. Nice one, Peach. Hello, my queen. How are you? Did you go out and do your thing? Guess what I bought? I bought myself a Claymore while I was out. Got myself a Claymore. Going cheap. Can you get a Claymore for $8.99 where you live? $18.99. Pete said, yeah, the fucking anti-dry fire was so shit, was unsafe. Yeah, I'm so glad that I've made a difference to people and they can use their crossbows now. The time said I've been listening while doing forbidden things. Nice. Yeah. Pete's with white powder on his nose, or white stuff on his nose. Pete's a metallic getting an arm workout. She was getting an arm workout. Mother said, Mike, tell me if I'm wrong, but you made a video before about the redback anti-dry fire. I did. This is the thing. That must have been a private video for a couple of people, and I must have deleted it or something because it's not on there now. Or maybe it was a small part of another video. I don't know. Or maybe it was the one where I talk about the crossbow box and then I just talk about doing it. I don't know. But I definitely have. Yeah, Mother. I definitely have. Yeah. The type said, Peach, I'm so glad your mum likes her lamp. I've been planning it since we left yours last summer. More like a jaw workout, yes. But Rich sounded a bit jealous about the free arm, fucking hell, 3 arm workouts a day. The trick to doing 3 arm workouts a day is Millennium ID Lube. It makes your joints work so much better. I'm going to shut up now. Pete said, you got to tell me how to do it because I have a bottle and a light, so she's ready to go. Yeah, sorry, my queen, I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, Peach's mum wants to have a go. Or Peach does. Peach said, ID Glide. Oh, yes. Well, Peach knows. If anyone knows, Peach knows. Mother, I remember it. Probably part of a custom pistol box. Yeah, it definitely happened, didn't it? Mother? 100%. Yeah, I remember doing it. Richard, Mother, he did on how to despan the R9 if the string is caught. Yeah. No, Rich, I think I am like 99% sure I did a removing the anti-dry fire on a redback video. I'm sure I fucking did. I'm sure I did. I remember taking it out on a video, but I don't know because the thing is I've got a couple of private videos. I've got a private video on the redback of how to take the whole trigger mechanism out, which I've never put on YouTube because I couldn't be asked to. I didn't think anyone would be interested in it. Why would anyone want to know what it was? Often it was someone was privately asking me, so I made a video just for them. You know what I mean? And someone wanted to know how to take the trigger mechanism out, the whole lot. And I can't remember why. So I've got a video of me taking the trigger mechanism out, opening it up. I don't know why. Dan said, I think you mentioned the anti-dry fire on the removal of the trigger mechanism unit from the body. Yes. Oh, maybe it was that then. Thank you, Dan. Maybe it was that then. Maverick, I'll find it and send you. Drop said memories like the ones I used to know. You can tell I'm drunk. Fucking singing now. Pete said, I never paid attention because I could not be fucked with a crossbow. Because mine was fucky. Yeah, thing is, Pete, it's all of them really. Well, I say that it's not all of them because my one, okay, my one sometimes does it and sometimes doesn't do it. What partly spurred me on to do that video the other day is when I was doing that body armor review and I shot the body armor with a pistol crossbow and some of the bolts wouldn't shoot. And then that made me think, oh, that person wanted that. Fuck it, I'll do it. Richard, you did. It was one of those custom bolts that needed an anti-dry fire moved in order to shoot those bolts. Ah, yeah, that was on the Tomcat 2 then. Yes. Yeah, nice one, Rich. Yeah. 14 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Come and have a chat with us. And if you didn't know, I'm into lists. I really like my lists. So if you would like to talk about lists, let's do it. Here is David Lynch talking about if he ever has an idea. I feel this in my soul and spiritually. I connect with David Lynch when it comes to writing your ideas down. If you don't write your ideas down,
I write them down so I don't commit suicide later, having forgotten the idea.
imagine those awesome spirophile fucking ideas we have. If they got lost, that's it, mate. You got to kill yourself. Thing is, I never would kill myself. So if it ever turns out that I've killed myself, just know this: I fucking well didn't. All right? There's the video evidence of it, right? If it ever happens, there's video evidence that I didn't do it. I'm not the one who did it. Richard, no, I read that. He said in a video game. But yeah, you've got to write your ideas down. Don't want to lose them. Don't want to lose them. Drops in advice: always put way too much information when you're writing something. Yes. Well, I don't know about that. Dropped. Fuck that. I don't need to do that much shit. Look at this one. This one's getting done. Let me check. There's nothing on here that'll matter if it's seen. Look at that. Look, that's actually that's a long-term to-do list. The stuff actually being crossed off. Look how thick that is. That's not just that. So there's also that's long-term to do. Then there's just to do. Then there's to buy. Then there's videos to do, and soon, if they've got red writing on, that's to do soon. Then we've got. I'll hold my hand over some of this. Then we've got to make. Weapon folder that I need to make. That's just one thing. That's just one fucking little book of lists. And then I did start a this week bit on the back, but you know, that was working, but it was just too much. It is girthy. It's very girthy, Peach. Richard, some of the old video games you had to write password and shit down to open lock off. Yeah, exactly. Oh, like in video games, yeah, exactly. Elusive Dartmoor said it's all crossed out the spelling mistakes. Yeah, it is. It is. I fucked up and I had to do the whole thing again. Do make me laugh. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Right, just so you all know, I'll be doing an after party chat. So, Elusive Dartmoor, if you stay up late and you would like to come on and have a chat with me and maybe the Dropped and Penny and Rich or whoever's about privately after this, you can. I may get a couple of people on just before I go off so you can see them and have a chat with them. But yeah, I'll be doing a late nighter. But that probably won't happen till 12:30 or 1. Yeah, so we've still got a while. It's 11. But about 2 hours left yet. Yeah, Mother, I don't know if you're still on. I have been going through my videos and putting better thumbnails on and stuff like that. Hopefully that'll mean more views. Oh, all right, here's the test, right? It may not be late enough. So earlier I had a certain amount of money in my AdSense. I had 111 quid in my AdSense, right? I don't know if it's late enough to do it. Let's see how much it's gone up by. No, it hasn't done it yet. But obviously 111 quid, that's for the whole entire month. Dark Monster, do you stay on every Saturday? No. I only stay on really late if I'm drinking. So what I'll do, I'll stay until about 1 o'clock tonight, and then go outside because I can make more noise out there because people are asleep, and then start another chat for about 5 minutes, and we'll do a private chat. But if I'm not drinking, I'll just do a 12:30. If I am drinking, I'll do a late night one. Just to warn you all, next weekend, next Saturday, I probably won't be on. I've got a friend coming around. We're going to have a drink. There's a small chance that maybe later on, like after midnight, we could probably do a little private chat and have people chat with us if people wanted to. But I don't think there'll be any live stream next Saturday. But I'll probably put something on that you lot can watch, like a big long premiere. I've got ideas. I'll keep my viewers entertained. So because also if it's like a premiere, you can all have a chat anyway, or you just watch bollocks. You know what I mean? And it still means you can still chat to each other. After midnight, do make me laugh. That made me laugh as well, my king. It's the he. It's made me laugh even more. Fuck's sake. So yeah, Peach. What you don't realise is, and what Rich mentioned, writing all these things down for passwords. Don't you realise that we're in a fucking computer game? When it comes to the important information, you lot won't remember it. I will. I fucking will. And I'll have the password written down. I fucking got it written down. I don't know that song. I can't sing that one. After midnight, we're going to let it all hang out. After midnight. No, I don't know that one. Me and Metallica we've got a different reason we laughed at After Midnight. And I would, well, I can't show you it, but I can show you the book. It's Richard Lehman book. Yeah, this shit's not too bad. Once I finish that can, I might have another couple of bits. I have found a bottle of wine just in case I need some later, but I don't think I'm going to need it. So, this one is to you lot.
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex? Well, I think that's sort of typical of the kind of crowd that we pull. Sex, 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 sex.
Now that one, my queen, I can sing, yes. I'll be walking after midnight, searching for you. Oh, fuck's sake. Dicks. I laughed while I was singing it. Yes. No, I really like that song. And that song, It's on my drunk playlist, and that makes me think of me and you reading that book. It brings back lovely memories. That fucking song does. I love it. Yeah. I really enjoyed. That was one of the books. I've liked every Richard Lehman book I've ever read. They're good. They're really good fun. Really good gory shit. And amongst other things, there's another reason people like a bit of Richard Lehman anyway. But if you don't know that, then read a Richard Lehman. Yeah, I have very fond memories of that song. Hello, Bearwire. You right, mate? Eric Clapton, has he got a song about midnight? No, that wasn't. That was Matey from Def Leppard, wasn't it? Oh, you saying? Oh, sorry. What the Dropped was doing? Yeah, I've never been a massive listener of Eric Clapton. I couldn't tell you whether I like him or not. I've obviously heard his music, but not knowingly, if that makes sense. In fact, I've nearly finished Shantaram. We can get started on Layman after. Yes, Savage. Can I just show you something, my queen? The second fucking thing on my fucking list is that. That's the second thing on my long-term to-do list. But yeah. It's waiting over there. I was going to go and get it and see if I could search out a scene to read to the viewers, but I'll be spoiling it for myself. So anyway, Drop said, "Is it not ironic that his name is Layman?" Well, he's got is it an autobiographical book or is it about him called On Layman's Terms? It's a bit like Stephen King's On Writing. It's about the writing process, I think. But yeah, On Layman's Terms. Metallic said, "It's not been taken out of my bedroom since we said we'd start it." No, mine is literally there. Just there. Or is it layman, as in, layman? Don't get me started on weird names that sound like other things. They was talking on the radio about... So, when... My mum's as bad as me, and I know Metallic does it as well. So, whenever you read the word therapist, it's not therapist. Write the word therapist. And what's even worse than the therapist is psychotherapist or psycho the rapist. And then you've got the psychoanalyst, which is the one who likes to do it anally. Is it psychoanalyst? Yeah. So you get psychoanalyst. So yeah, it's sick. It's sickening stuff. The ifs, yes. 3 hour, how you doing, mate? You alright? Sean, how you doing, Sean? You alright, mate? What you been up to? Fancy a little chat with us later? What you been up to, mate? Anyway, you alright? I'll take 8 tips for 500. But yes. Psycho the Rapist. What a character would that be? Well, read a bit of Layman. There's loads of them in it. Pat said, "Can't remember the website it's called. Richard Lehman Kills." Yeah, there's a book about Richard Lehman called On Layman's Terms, isn't there? I can't remember if that's the book about him. Oh, In Layman's Terms. No, book, right. On Layman's Terms. Might be In Layman's Terms, anyway. Book. And I'm going to write Richard Lehman. There's a fucking book called that. I'm sure it is. In Layman's Terms, featuring 600 pages of fiction and essays written in honor of the man, author, and friend. So it's the book about... Oh, that's the one you donated. No, not donated. Downloaded, yes. Yeah. So I haven't read the one I downloaded because I hate reading off screen. Yeah, no, I just meant that's it. That's the one, isn't it? Stephen the King. Dartmoor, who is the number 3 fan right now. Good for you, mate. The Drop's number 1 though, and he always will be, unless Peugeot comes on and he's automatic number 1. Number Scott, anyway. I can't I can't make it later, but definitely next time. Just say when you do. It's all right if you can't. I know a lot of people don't stay up that late, but you're always welcome if you want to. Johnson, I've been good, mate. Just keeping busy. Nice one, mate. Nice. Good. Nice one, mate. Steving the King. That sounds like doing something, doesn't it? That sounds like something. I don't know. It sounds like something. I don't know. Steving. Steving sounds like something. It sounds like stoving. Not stoving the King. That's not right. That's what happened to the last person who tried to stove the King, mate. Jonathan. I love the fact that our Queen actually calls someone Jonathan to their face. 3 hours, and yeah, defo. I'll try to get on sometime, but not tonight, man. That's all good, mate. That's all good. If anyone else is watching, if you're watching this and you've just gone, you know what? I think that bloke's pretty fucking cool. In all honesty, most people think that. Joking. I hope you all do. If you would like to chat with me later, let me know and just send me an email and I'll send the link later. That won't be too later though. Dartmoor said, I usually stay up. I've got an early start doing stuff for our barbecue. Hopefully it won't rain. Oh, you know what, mate? Sorry. I hope it doesn't rain. Pardon me. I hope it doesn't rain. Yes. I hope it doesn't rain. It fucking pissed down when I walked out the village earlier. Yeah. I hope you get to have a nice wet. Have you got any? What do you call them? Covers you can put up. Yeah, last couple of times. I think the time when Metallic came out for my birthday, it was pissing it down with rain, fucking hammering it down. We had to. Luckily, I put a tarp up because I suspected that may happen. Tarpaulin dropped. I put a tarp up. Had a big hole in the middle of it though, so you sat under this tarp, and it's all like falling in the middle. But that's all right, wasn't it? That was the time when Metallic surprised me so badly that I couldn't believe what was going on, and I actually thought I genuinely thought I'd gone mental. But because I thought I'd gone mental and was hallucinating, and I mean that, her fucking what she saw wasn't very fucking welcoming. And I honestly am very apologetic for that, my queen. But I genuinely thought, I looked at you and I thought, I've actually gone mental. I've actually gone mental. And I was having like thoughts of being like taken away and trying to don't get all fancy with me, Mike. Tarpaulins. Oh god. Double Soul said, yeah, been pissing down here all day long. Wasn't happy having a shit. Are you outside, are you? Oh Christ. What you up to? Penny, what you drinking tonight? I've got Claymore and Karpaki. So I'm on the Scottish stuff and the Polish stuff. I think Pojo will be on later. I think he's watching films with his daughter. So, Dropped, as usual, what does it feel like to be #1 fan? And are you going to chop my feet off or break my ankles with a sledgehammer? Do you know what, Rich? That fucking clip you put on made me fucking laugh so badly. It was great, honestly. I fucking loved that. Richard said, watched the V for Vendetta recently, the origin scene where he had no eyes reminded me of the King. Honestly, when you posted that clip, I fucking pissed myself laughing. It was great. They're the kind of things that I think that's amazing. Yeah, honestly, I pissed myself because I love that film as well. Misery, misery, misery. Doesn't a Polish Scotsman, yes, or a Scottish Polesman? Now, okay, they're two very different things. A Polish Scotsman, I don't know what that is, but a Scottish Poleman, that just, you know, not that I have anything against it in the slightest, but just gives these kind of overtones.
What about a little good luck kiss? Oh, no, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
Don't get me wrong. If you're a Scottish Polesman, good for you, mate. I think I don't give a shit. I'll be your best friend. It just sounds funny. The drop said, just reminded me. I think I have a quote for my other hand. It's from V for Vendetta. You know what, Dropped? Have you got the V for Vendetta Knuckle Duster yet? There's 2 of them, and if you want to finish the 3rd one, there's 3. So you can have yourself. You could have yourself. Yeah, you got yourself a V for Vendetta Knuckle Duster if you like them. Diamond said, last week had a fire in a big barrel, but put too much cardboard in the wood, and the flames were 10 foot high. It needed rain. The drop said, wait, what's the thing when you throw telephone poles? That is, well, I suppose that is a Scottish poleman. That's, let me think. Something tossing. Caber tossing. Not caber. Is it caber tossing? It was tossing. John said, yeah, I got it. I think it was the first set you sent. Free Albert said, did you, the 2 Scottish girls, did I see the yeah, I did see that. Yes. Yes. Tossy? Is it caber? Caber tossing, isn't it? Well, that's a Scottish poleman then. Scottish pole fuckery, yes. Yes. Yeah, well, they chuck a fucking telephone pole, yeah. Yeah, he wrote for telephone pole, yes. It's nuts. I did see that, yes. The thing is throwing a policeman, I think. Yes. Where's Peugeot when you need him? Literally got the perfect Scotsman to come on. Righty, Mac, are you watching? I know you're I know you're often watching the background, Ken. Come on, mate. We need you here. We need you. Don't let me down, Ken. I know you're watching. But here's Peugeot.
You've changed, bro.
Often the number two Scotsman is watching in the background. Basically, that said, a few of those poles would be good for an Earthship build, yes. Basically, you coming on later? Do you want to come on for a little private chat later? You up for a little private chat? Last week, just when everyone went off, me and Metallic was just saying goodbye to each other. Just as we was about to go off, Mr. X came on. So we had a little 10-minute chat with Mr. X. I know you had a little late night one with Mr. X recently, didn't you? Yeah, Mr. X came on. We chatted to him for about 10 minutes. You got to love Mr. X. He's a great bloke. I'll send him an invite later. The thing with Mr. X, because he's New Zealand, is always worth just sending him a link anyway, and he'll check his email sort of lunchtime-ish, and then he'll come on. You know what I mean? Yeah, because 5 o'clock in the morning for us is sort of lunchtime for him. So yeah. Oh yeah, well, as you know, Mr. X is fucking awesome, isn't he? Yeah, old bloke. Yeah. Well, just there, you can't quite see it. There is one of his cards. I'll take a picture of it and show you. Did I ever show you what he made me? Hang on. I've shown some of you what he's made me, but I haven't shown Space Cadet. Hang on. So Mr. X does a bit of lathe work. No, exactly, dropped. Exactly. Well, it's a bit of a shit picture because the fucking he's sort of retired from them now, but he is part of the Filthy Few. That's his name, bloke. That's his, that's his gang name. You know what I mean? He's not retired, you know what I mean? But he's not an active member now, if that makes sense. But he's still there. He still goes down to the clubhouse and all that. But he made me this. And that's made from different exotic woods. I have got a thing that says what they're made of. Me and Metallic noticed it's got a little smiley face on it. Even Mr. X didn't realise it was on there. That's nice, isn't it? Fishing priest. Pretty. If the head isn't weighted, that's a very heavy bit of wood on that. One head of a butt plug. Why does it go in? That way or the other way? I don't know. Yeah, I love Mr. X. He's great. They are metallic. Dude, look at the size of that. That's not very big. In fact, actually, looking at that, that's fucking hell. Look what we've been missing out on. Look. That's less than a foot. Tickle stick. Sorry. Me and Metallic have been look, that's not very big at all. And that's actually really good size. That is, would you like inches or centimeters? You might, you probably prefer inches. That's 10 and 10.5 inches. Looks about right. Shouldn't do things like that. That's far enough back that it might actually look like something rude. No way near enough girth, though. John said, if that didn't crack your skull, you'd have one hell of a lump and a concussion. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Yeah, you basically let's say 4 a.m. we were up that week. I think because I've got a bit of sleep apnea at the minute, so I'm struggling to do the proper late ones. I've noticed when it gets to about 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm a bit fucked and I have to go in. But I don't go to bed when I go in. I come in and I listen to music. But I notice by about 5 o'clock I'm going to bed because I just can't stay awake. Well, normally I'd be up to about 5 out there, and then I'd come in and I'd be listening to music till 9 o'clock in the morning. Hello, Carlos. How you doing, mate? He said, sorry, I'm late, Mick. Been out on the piss. Just getting nice. What you drinking? Well, I'm drinking. I'm glad you've been having a good night. I've got some whiskey, Claymore whiskey, and some of these. And also, if I get desperate, a bottle of wine. At the minute, 3 hours, I'm in my bedroom, but later on, I'll be going into the Wendy house, which is like a summer house shed type thing, yeah. Doc said, can I make a request for you to stand up? Blood flow, man. Oh, I'm enjoying the sitting down. Man, my feet are going a bit numb, though. Right. I've stood up. Half my t-shirt's hanging out for some reason. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? What would you like me to do now? What do you mean outside? What do you mean outside? Drop said, can't tell you how much it pisses me off that my phone doesn't charge while I'm chatting with you. That's a pain in the ass. Got a double vodka cider and a few jam and beers. Nice. Basically, Nick said, I was awake at 6 a.m. after, I think. Bad habit. Cannot break the habit easily. Nick said, now, strictly for health reasons, bend over. Facing you or facing away? I'm in quite an obliging mood tonight. If the glove freak came on or the zipper nutter came on, they would get full, unadulterated action. Normally, the glove freak doesn't last long enough. The glove freak asks me to put gloves on. By the time I get the gloves, they've disappeared. Both obviously for health reasons. Look, Nick, just for you. Just for you. Let me make sure my fucking shits. This one's just for Nick because I know he loves it. There you go, Nick. Fuck's sake. This one goes out to Nick.
I know what kind of man you are.
Scared Richard off. Richard couldn't handle this fruity this fruity behaviour anymore. You can't support this lifestyle. Richard, gonna head off. If I'm awake, I'll try like there you go, Rich. Yeah, that's your membership paid for. What else am I paying membership for? Oh god, not many people I'd do that for. Oh god, the suspicious kind, yes. Fuck's sake. I want to rewind now, just how good my ass looks, because I don't know. I hope my trousers was high enough to even have to look at my hairy fucking ass crack though. I'm getting what's the word? Flashbacks, trauma fucking things are coming back to me. Last time my hairy ass crack was hanging out, I literally was, well, it felt like an assault. I'm still recovering now. And I'll give you a clue what happened. I still can't bear to think about it properly. But Metallic, you can tell him this story if you want. Carla said, didn't hear you say you have 10 inches. John said, Harry ass crack. Sound like a geologist, yes. And so said, me is what happened. I was bending over in Metallic's kitchen, I think, working so hard. This is the thing. This is why it felt so violating, right? I was working so hard for her, doing something, I don't know, probably something absolutely amazing that, you know, no one else would ever get. And then suddenly, this pen violates my most sacred area. I still can't. And when I laugh, it's because I'm trying not to cry. I'm holding back the tears, so I have to make it into a cry, really. Josh said, Mike bent over and Metallic. What happened? Pretty much what you're imagining. Actually, I genuinely can't bend over in front of her without pulling my fucking pants up now. But maybe that was what the reason why she did it. That taught me a lesson. That taught me a lesson I'll never forget. Okay, I'll go and talk now. Yeah, pretty much, guys. Imagine Deliverance. So Metallic is the hillbilly, and the hillbilly's penis is a pen, and my ass crack is, you know, squeal piggy, but it doesn't go in it. That's what happened. She didn't put it in it; she just slid it down it. But it still felt the same. No, I was bending over in her kitchen, and she saw my ass crack hanging out, my builder's ass crack hanging out, and she couldn't resist. She stuck a pen down my ass crack. And I'll tell you what, she's fucking lucky it was her. If anyone else had done that, a bloke would have got a punch for doing that. Metallic, I went very, very easy on you, my queen, because I do love you. But still haven't, you know, that scarred my inner psyche, that has, forever. Dropped of human nature, but someone bent over and your brain does what it does. You're swinging a hand or sticking something in. Well, exactly. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Me and Metallic will always smack each other's asses if we're bending over. She belted my ass like a fucking motherfucker. I don't literally mean a belt, but you know, if I'm bending over, you'll get a big hard whack from her. But yeah, the pen, I don't know. That was a step too far for me. Yes, my ass crack had never been parted at that point. It turns out I was hovering for ages trying not to laugh while I was waiting for the prime opportunity. You're a little shit. Honestly, my queen, there ain't many people who get away with that kind of shit. I'll tell you that. God, it's just a flashback from Pulp Fiction. It wasn't that bad. I maybe make it. That's how I felt. I felt like that. I felt like that, like when Marcel Wallace comes out of that and says, I'm gonna have a fucking nutcase hiding in a fucking a fucking rice bowl to fucking kill these people, whatever. That's how I felt. So I couldn't think of the actual quote then. John said the point of pride when they show a handprint when they was in jeans. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, no. Now me and Matak have given each other some great belts around the smacks around the arse when you're bending over. Matak said never bend over in front of one of my family. It's a slap or a kick. Can't help it. It's automatic. Yeah. Well, I never used to do it until you started it. And that's every time I was bending over, you'd get a whack around the arse. So then I started doing it. Yeah. I still have nightmares. You'd be surprised that I could put up with this amount of pens. Hang on. How the fuck do I put up with that many pens in front of me? Literally, like a fucking, flashback every single time. I have to write with these things. God, when they say the pen is mightier than the sword, well, yes. Well, in that case, I'm glad it was a pen, though. I have 3 brothers, tend to be a knee if they're close. Well, yeah, no, I was the same. But you got to remember, me and Matt was fucking nearly 10 years older than my next brother. So by the time they was like 5, I was fucking 15. So them poor boys were fucked. Which does mean they're very strong now, though. Because they was 5-year-olds having to fight 15-year-olds, Yeah. To be honest, by the time I was 15, I was getting pissed and I wasn't in the house much, to be honest. Yeah, I think the pen is mightier than the sword. We should be able to start your bayonet and redback quiver. It is redback quiver, isn't it, Carl? I'll try and sort them out next week for you. But yeah. I just hurt my knuckle then. I've just realised my I wonder if I am getting arthritis. So that lump there that is often very painful. I've just noticed I've got one. So basically, all I did was just went like that on this, and I've just fucking killed. I'm starting to get one there now. Actually, that even hurts. Even if I just do that, that hurts. I've never. It's so weird how you don't notice these things. If I actually shut my fist, that fucking knuckle kills. It's odd, isn't it? I think it's because you live with these pains. That hand's all right. Yeah, that knuckle hurts. If I shut my hand, it does look a bit red. I probably am getting arthritis, so yes, the wart, Peach. The wart. No, I think it's that there's a lump on the knuckle. But they shouldn't all be like that. If you look at your knuckle, if you look at my other knuckles, they're not all. So that one's got a lump. That one's developing a lump. That one hasn't. That's got a little bit, and that one hasn't. That one hasn't. They're developing lumps on the knuckles. But my family, we've got arthritis that runs in our family anyway. Both of the types. We've got osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. I think my dad and granddad had rheumatoid arthritis. My granddad's fingers, imagine like that, but like they're twisted like that way, and all the knuckles are fucking. His hands are fucked. When I get round to it, I've got an old VHS tape in my loft that's got my granddad playing a harmonica, and you can see his hands how fucked they are. Yeah, I was getting that eventually. My dad, because he saw, it's hard to explain, but see, my dad grew up with seeing how fucked his dad's hands were, And my dad started getting arthritis, so he started trying to do things about it. There isn't really anything you can do though. You can take all the supplements you want, cod liver oil, all that. They reckon none of them work. They probably help a bit though, and it probably does help. He used to drink a lot of milk to make sure his joints were strong, but he used to drink so much milk he gave himself fucking kidney stones. Did you know that? If you drink too much milk, you can get kidney stones. Drops said I'm on the way to carpal tunnel. Yeah, I'd tell you how I know about carpal tunnel. Dropped. I have had the beginnings of carpal tunnel in this hand twice now. And my mum had like full on, like, you know, non-stop carpal tunnel in both hands. She had this hand done, and they cut your thing and whatever they do, and that worked. But it didn't work enough to her to get the other one done. See, the other one, she's left. But yeah, I've had carpal tunnel in this hand twice now. Like a little temporary, though. You know, like it flared up, and I had like carpal tunnel for like, I don't know, about a week. My mum had it. Yeah, I suppose it gets worse and worse and worse. But yeah, getting old, Drops. We're getting old. Getting old, boy. Getting old, boy. Guess how old I feel in my brain. Go on, have a guess. Have a guess. How old do you think I feel in here? In here, how old do you reckon I feel? Okay, dropped. Too high. Pete, too high. Carlos, too low. No, I don't feel 4. I feel a bit older than 4 at least. I mean, fuck. Imagine if you was a grown up and you felt like 4 in your head. Fuck that shit. But so just so you know, I am 45. I'm in my head. I still feel 18. I still feel 18. Yeah. 18 or 21. But I don't feel like, you know, I don't think anyone ever does. Anyway. Do you? Do you feel like a 45-year-old? I don't know what that would feel like. I still feel, this is genuine. I was thinking about this yesterday. I still feel like everything I do, I'm like almost faking it. Like I have to pretend that I'm who I am. The thing is, that is who I am though. But I feel like I am pretending to be who I am. I don't know. Have you ever had that feeling? I constantly feel like, yeah, I do. That's just a weird thing for me to admit. And I don't know. It doesn't really mean anything. And I don't know if you've ever felt like that. But I feel like I'm pretending to be an adult, and I'm not. I mean, this is why I say I feel like I'm 18, because I don't feel like a responsible adult. I feel like I look like one. I feel like I've been, imposter syndrome. Exactly that, my friend. I have imposter syndrome. So I feel like I've been made to look older than I am, and I have to pretend I am, but I'm not. Yeah. No, I do. And I don't feel like, I often feel like people shouldn't look up to me. I sometimes feel that people shouldn't take my advice because it's, imposter syndrome. Exactly it, my friend. Exactly that. Yeah, I think I do. I have imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I should have the status I have, if that makes sense. You know, like I'm faking, you know, when I do videos telling people how to do things, people say, genuinely, thank you, mate, that was really helpful. I think, oh, wow, you know. Yeah, you know, it's a weird one. Yeah, imposter syndrome, exactly it. Drop said, I've been having those thoughts about my dad. He was the same age as me, and my kid and everything makes way more sense. Yeah, well, it's a strange one, isn't it? Drop, but yeah. Drop said, bro, 2010 was eons away, but 99 was yesterday. Well, exactly, yeah. Carl said, I'm 48, I look 39, feel 78. Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't feel my age. Physically, I feel older than I am, I think. Or I definitely feel like a 45-year-old. I feel like an unfit 45-year-old, yeah. Mentally, I feel like I'm 18 and that I'm an imposter in my own body. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is. It's what it is, isn't it? But that might be quite a common thing. Because I often forget, right? It's only till it happens that I sometimes go, oh, fuck, actually, people do listen to what you say. Because, I don't know, it's a weird one. I often forget that if I give people advice, they will actually listen to it. And it means something to them. You know what I mean? Because to me, I just think, I'll give you advice, and I think they're just, in my head, I think they're just going to go, all right, doesn't mean nothing. If it's Mike telling me, that doesn't mean anything. But it doesn't. And I forget that actually some of the things I say, or if I say things in front of groups of people about, say, something, that's actually important to people. And the same with you lot. And don't forget it. But I do. You can be more important to your family than you think. And that's what I forget. I think that's the issue with me. I don't have any kids and all that. So I often think I'm not really that important. And because I don't have kids or whatever, and, I don't have the same responsibilities as other people, I think that I'm a bit more throwaway than other people. But I am responsible for people. And I need to remember that. And when I do tell people things, they actually take that on with, I can't think of the word, but it means something to them, yeah. And I forget that. Pete said you're a huge help to so many people. Yeah, thank you, but yeah, I think I forget that, and I think my advice doesn't mean anything to anyone. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just and that's that's something I actually genuinely think a lot, and then I think it's something to remember. I think, yeah. I just thought I'd mention that because that came into my head yesterday, I think. And there's been a couple of times that's happened in my life that I've realised, actually, no, I'm a bit more than I think I am, if that makes sense. Like, how I perceive myself isn't how other people perceive me. I probably look down on myself and think that I don't really count as much. But other people do. Other people do think, yeah, when that bloke talks, I do listen to what he says. Blah, 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 you know what I mean? Especially that said, you could be worse. You could be a screw up like me. You're all right, mate. But yeah, but no, I get you, though. I get you. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just an interesting thing. And me saying it aloud now, the problem is I'm drunk, so it won't really count. But sometimes it's nice to say these things out loud because it might stick in my brain a bit more then. You know what I mean? That actually what I do does count and people do look up to me. You know what I mean? Because I don't think anyone does. But I also know they do. This is the thing. I don't think they do, but I also know they do. You know? Carl said, I'm 48, I've got 4 kids, 6 cats, 5 dogs, a grandson and a wife. And none of them listen to me. Well. But most people would probably go, I'm fucking glad they don't. I don't mean that in a bad way. But you know what I mean. It is pleasant, isn't it? Oh, yeah. What's everyone doing tomorrow? I'm going to lay in my bed all day. Hungover. And we'll do an experiment. I'll tell you how bad drinking all brown stuff is compared to drinking all clear stuff. And I know that may sound weird, but it's not all brown because I am drinking some water mixed with the whiskey. But supposedly, when I researched it, the only things I can find about hangovers, right? There's no real way. Yeah, well, exactly, Pete. There's no real way to get rid of it. If you're drinking like 25 units of alcohol, every unit you drink takes an hour to get out your system anyway. So if you drink 22 units of alcohol, it's going to take 22 units to get out your system anyway. So you're going to be hungover no matter what. The main things is So the amount of alcohol you drink, obviously, it's going to still be in the system. You get the... I can't think of the fucking word now. Drops out me out here, the sugar withdrawal. You know, the fucking where you've been drinking loads of sugar and you get the sugar drop, whatever it is. But also in coloured alcohols, there's a lot of what they call congeners. Those congeners also contribute to a hangover. Sugar crash, thank you, Peach. Sugar crash. So you're getting a sugar crash, you're dehydrated, and then coloured alcohol, there's a lot of congeners, and they give you shit like headaches and stuff like that. So I started drinking vodka and water, and you get a definitely 100 get a more milder hangover. 100%, definitely more of a milder hangover. You still get a hangover though, because there's no fucking way that if you drink 70 cl of vodka, you're not going to get a hangover. I know people can say they drink booze and they don't get a hangover, but they're probably not drinking 25 units of alcohol, which is like fucking, I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not you, but I don't know. I was saying that though. Well, okay. When I was a teenager, I can't remember getting bad hangovers. They get worse as you get older, but you know, who knows anyway. No, I'm not going to say anyone's lying. If you say you don't get hangovers, you don't get hangovers. But I would like to, for the person who says they don't get hangovers, I would like to drink with you over, let's say, an 8-hour period, say 25 units of booze without puking, and see if you have a hangover next day. Because I fucking definitely will. John said, never get a hangover, never sober enough. Well, there you go. There you go, John. That'll teach us. Never sober up. Never sober up. Yes. I'm gonna do it, John. This one goes out to John.
Okay, boy, we'll give it a try.
Carl said, I don't get hangovers, I just get headaches and feel sick. That is a hangover, you liar. Fucking hell. If you would like to, and I bet no one would, if you'd like to experience the worst hangover you can ever have, right? Get yourself maybe 3 liters, or maybe get a 3 liter and a 1 liter bottle of White Lightning or Frosty Jacks, right? Drink that shit in an evening. That fucking shit used to give me a 3-day hangover so bad, and I mean like so bad that the first, so let's say I drank 3 liters of White Lightning on a Friday. Saturday, I would be so bedridden that I wouldn't even need to piss or shit all day. I'd literally be dying in bed all Saturday. By Sunday, I might be able to get out of bed a little bit, maybe to go for a piss and a shit, and I'd get back in bed. Still haven't eaten at this point. And by the Monday, might be able to eat. Yeah, 3-day bedridden hangover. Yeah, horrendous. I would still drink that stuff if it didn't make me hungover. That. Hello, Kyle. You right, mate? Kyle on the seat. How you doing, mate? You right? What about? Sorry, we're drinking a bit of booze. We're just talking about hangovers. How you doing, mate? You right? So, Peach said, "Wow, yeah, but Peach, do you know how cheap it costs to get that drunk? So, to get that drunk cost £3.50. Yeah, £3.50. It's almost worth it. It's not. I would be fucking rich now if I could get pissed for £3.50 every fucking Saturday. I'd be fucking rich, Peach. Cost me nearly 20 quid tonight to get drunk. Kyle says, first thing I hear is piss and shit. How you doing, Kyle? Anyway, have you found this randomly, just out of curiosity? I'm just interested. And what would you like to talk about? Because we talk about anything here. Talk about anything. Don't talk about politics or religion, though. That's about it. Well, welcome to the chat if you are completely new. They're just talking about hangovers. Someone remember to ask me tomorrow how bad my hangover is. We'll test it. I may be drinking a bottle of wine later as well, though, which is, it's not brown, it's pink, rosé. That's the first time I met Carly and Tasha. They couldn't believe I could match you drink for drink till the small hours, and I didn't get a hangover. Well, there you go. There you go. No, I know there's not. I'll be honest with you. I am one of the few. So, my queen, Carly and Tasha, they can fucking smash back the booze, right? They can handle their booze like the best of them. I've seen them drink a surprising amount. So the fact that they think I excessively drink says something. Yeah, and you can match me. Pete said, I'll ask you a few times every hour. Megaphone. You got my phone number, Pete. Fuck it. Just ring me up, mate. Just ring me up. Just ring me up. That first New Year's Eve stream I was on gave me the worst hangover of my life. John said, is all them weapons real on the wall? Hang on, John. Hang on. Let me just check. He wants to know if the weapons are real. Before I do, though, hang on, mate. Hang on. Got something just for you, John. I've got to find it. Where the hell is it? It's been a while. Can't bloody find it.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Let me check, John. Hang on. Yes, they are real, mate. They are real, yes. They are, pardon me. They are real. They are real. I forgot what I was saying there. I don't know. I can't remember what I was saying. Pete, ring me up. Oh, Penny's. I got Penny's ringtone that she put on the other day. Everyone's going to miss it. The people who needed to hear it aren't here. Now, I'm taking a piss, John. So the guns are deactivated, or air guns or airsoft, but there's no firearms up there. Obviously, the knives are real. I made those knives. I made that sword. The swords and knives are real. The gun, that's a deac. That's a deac. That's a deac. That's an airsoft. That's an airsoft. That's a deac. But there's air guns that, that shoot pellets. This is what Penny sent me. Thank you, Penny, by the way. Oh, God. Are you ready? Do you want me to play it again? This is the kind of things that all of the women I know send me. Thank you, Penny. Feelings mutual. Drops, I swear you rearranged that. Walk daily. Oh, God. Cheers, Penny. Love you. Speak to you soon. Do you mean wall? Andy, listened to it several times before since he got it. I only heard it this afternoon. I wasn't sure what it was. This afternoon I remembered what it was. I remembered that she'd sent it, so I checked. The best one ever. This is a great ringtone. The other one's the best though. This is the greatest thing ever. All right. I think I've got it actually as a file now, so. This is the greatest bit of music that's ever been done.
Mike's dwarven cock shook back and forth, tried to expel any remaining urine that remained, making a sound like the thunder that erupted when God banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. Mike's dwarven cock shook back and forth.
Now that's a fucking ringtone. That is actually the ringtone if Penny rings me up. Oh, God. True story, by the way. True story. Narrated by our wonderful Penny Dreadful there. Yes. Thank you, Penny. Josh, and a Saturday afternoon can last as long as you want. Oh, Christ. You're going to have to explain the sexy moan ringtone to me later. Drop said, and that's why you should join the late streams. Exactly. If you want to know what goes on a late night fucking private chat, right? It's stuff like that. The fact that me and the Drop have seen each other balls, that may put you off, but you know, that was totally consenting when it dropped. Yeah. It all goes on behind the scenes, mate. It all goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, I think there's been boobs out one night, maybe. I don't know. Oh, what a night. Yes. Definitely bumpies. No. There was bowls, there was no penetration, there was no one bending over, you know, Carlos. Carlos, you're welcome to join, mate. You're welcome to join. Arse cracks are very, very rarely involved. But trust me, mate. Johnson, I mean, it was dark. Could have been balls. Could have been avocados. Now, if you've seen the Spirophiles, you know all about me in the Drop, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's been good. And by the way, people like you lot that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
While I'm here, and I remember, anyone interested in winning some prizes, you will have to join in a giveaway, just £1 an entry. You can join in as much as you want. If you'd like to win some of the stuff I make, you can. And I mean, it's good stuff as well. And if you are interested, let me know. I'll show you what you can win. And then I'll tell you how to do it. Doc said, what's the skyline in that clip? So that clip, that is part of one of the Spirophiles, the very first Spirophiles episode 1. And that is somewhere in America. Because I needed it to look different, I just green screened the top of the shed and then put that on the other look. It's somewhere in America, Drop.
That's the funnest place to be.
Also, I should have said, actually, that's what I look at my back garden. Carl said, are we able to talk about doctors and engineers in here? Or was it too controversial? It depends. Ask your question, Carl, and I'll decide then if that makes sense. I try not to go too dark and go and ask it, mate. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure what you mean. I know what you mean, but you know, ask it, and you know, it's just because it's a Saturday night. We try to keep it light and have a laugh. You know what I mean? Because the problem is often if you get like political or religious or something like that, or controversial issues, because it's a Saturday night, people are drunk and they argue like fuck. And I've seen people argue like a motherfucker in the chat so bad that both of them apologize to me in emails afterwards. And also it makes it difficult for me to read the chat because I can't read a lot of it. Nick said, I think it's Manhattan. I think the tall spiral building is One World Trade. It could be. I can't remember. It's just I needed a background. I needed behind the shed to look different. So I just got a green screen thing. Doctors and nurses. The only nurse I like, this is my favourite nurse, or should I say matron. I love a bit of matron.
What about a little good luck kiss? Oh, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
Gotta love a bit of fucking matron. Matron conniving bitch is her actual full name.
Mutter, mutter, mutter. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Plot, plot, plot. Connive, connive. Can I have a drink?
Hello, Tactical, you shitbag. You up for a chat later? Carl said, playing Doctor. Carl said, I was just going to ask your opinion on hotels, houses, and bucks. No, I won't bother with that one tonight, Carl. No, that's a bit too much for tonight. Fair enough, though. But no, we won't bother with that tonight. It gets a bit much. You know what I mean? I don't mind you sending me an email and having a chat about it, but just the problem on a Saturday night. Yeah, no, I'm glad you get it though, Carl, because some people don't, and they actually get quite funny about it and like quite offended. But it's, you know what it is, you know. It gets a bit serious. Do you know what I mean? And because it's like it's also my Saturday night as well, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad you get it, Carl, because some people don't. Carry on, mate. Do you know what? Space Cadet, if you've never seen it, look up Let the Blood Run Free, right? It's fucking amazing. It's one of the best things you'll ever see, right? Right. Space Cadet, look up that. Let the Blood Run Free. That's what that clip's from. It is an improvised, I think it was late 80s, early 90s, Australian improvised TV show. And basically, the public, it's a bit like the Spyro-Files and the Spyroverse, but the public would every week give the plots to what the next episode would be, and then they'd do it, and they'd pretty much improvise most of it. It's really fun, gory. It's massively inspired the Spyro-Files and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the nurse is fucking hot. Is that, yeah. Nurse, Effie and here getting molested by matron.
What about that little good luck kiss? Oh, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
Yeah, imagine Prisoner Cell Block H being improvised. Oh, hang on, there's a Cell Block H piss take of it. Hang on. Wait a minute. This is a, where is it? Let me find, there's a clip here that is like a bit of a, this is a parody of Prisoner Cell Block H from Let the Blood Run Free. Here we go.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
They do a whole episode taking the piss out of Prisoner Cell Block H. It is amazing. Yeah, Let the Blood Run Free. Carson Blood Run Free was starting it pretty much, mate, and it just, I'd imagine most of us would probably all be on the same wavelength anyway, but it only takes one person to not, and then it just starts a load of arguments that it ain't worth bothering. It's the same with religion and politics. It's just, I can respect other people's views, but I don't need to hear it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a few. There's another one. So there's, can I have a drink? And then there's, this is another one. It's not the one I was just talking about. This is another one from, this is why me and Metallic have sphincter rings as our wedding rings.
What are you doing?
I'm asking you to marry me.
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Oh, Warren, you've made me the happiest reanimated nurse in the world.
Oh, I made this for you in anatomy class.
Oh, it's lovely.
That's a gallstone, and this is a sphincter muscle. One's half fits all.
Oh, Warren, it's the nicest engagement ring I've ever had.
Shall we?
Let's.
It's amazing. This is another clip from, here's the Getting Pissed one. It's one of the Getting Pissed ones. Hang on. So this is Metallic's favourite one.
Champagne?
Oh, yes, please. I love getting pissed. Thank you.
And this is another one.
Snipe, what are you doing?
Getting pissed.
That bottle says urine sample. And then one more. Hello, RJK Freach. How you doing? And this is one of our favourites.
What am I doing? This is the second time I've tried to shoot someone. Or is it the third? Do you think I'm an American?
Right, last one. There's loads of them because we love the fucking Let the Blood Run Free.
George, I say goodbye to you. I go to the nether regions, to the frontiers of the unknown.
which that is now a big part of the Spy Files that I do. So there you go. There you go. That's Let the Blood Run Free. Fucking amazing show. 2 series. They're all on YouTube. And you can get series 1. You can get series 1 on an easy to find DVD. Series 2 on DVD costs about 70 quid because it's quite rare. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I hope you're all having a good time. That's great. John, it's fucking amazing. I remember watching it as a teenager and for maybe 20 years trying to work out what it was called. And then Persia was on at the right night when I mentioned it and went, let's Let the Blood Run Free. When I searched it, it was. And it's amazing. It's honestly one of the most special and greatest TV shows you'll ever see. And it's all very low budget as well, which makes it amazing. But the fact that most of it is, what do you call it? Oh, fuck. Well, I can't remember the word, not planned. I said it earlier. Improvised. Most of it's improvised, essentially. And have a basic idea of what they're going to do. Oh, it's fucking great. I may have one more clip on there that I haven't shown. Well, we've got quite a lot of little short ones like this.
Oh, bum!
When something bad happens. Does a hearing aid? There. I haven't put it in. Haven't even put it in. Oh yeah, sneaky. Yeah, exactly. There is sneaky, and boo hoo hoo, but I didn't bother playing them.
Oh, boo hoo.
We'll wait till half past dropped. Hearing aids in. Ear blowers there. Internet's charging there. I'll put that in now. Boozer's there. I do need a wire. Because I noticed last time I was out there, someone had moved and got rid of my internet wire. Here's one I may not have shown. No, I think they're all on there now. Fuck it. Sneak. Heavily influences Spy Files. Yeah, it does. Definitely. But yeah, it's a big influence on the Spy Files anyway. Right. Let's have a shot of whiskey, shall we? I showed the sphincter ring one, didn't I? The sphincter ring one is essentially related to this. So this is the very first time I ever met Metallica when we first got fake married. So you know the sphincter ring? Watch this. And I've got the sphincter ring over there. This is about 2 minutes long, so just be aware.
Oh, we're going to be half pissed.
Yeah, that's hang on, we can get married now. That's the sphincter ring.
Oh, hold on, then wait. Yeah.
Samurai said yes. My full title is Colonel Reverend Samurai Bird Esquire. Oh, so you can marry us just for one day.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but it's only for one night, and then she's divorcing me, and then I can spend the rest of the live streams getting
alimony funds.
Alimony donations. Are we gonna be like is it Joan Collins? Every time we come back, get married again, just for the you know what I mean? just for that day, yeah. And you know, because he's been married about 700 times, obviously. So every time we come back, we get married again for that night. Just love to take the wedding.
No good reason.
Sadly, we're probably getting divorced in the morning. Here's the
We'll
wedding
be
ring.
lucky to make it through the night.
This is just adding to the terms of the divorce, by the way.
Oh, I'm getting it.
She's been trying to nick my sword.
Mine is a divorce settlement. You talking about what tattoos? This is why we're getting divorced, you see. But I remember his own wife's tattoo on him. Bloody rude. Have a word with your mother.
We got married tonight, but we've also got divorced already.
Yeah. So
and there's the ring.
He now needs money for alimony, so you need to.
It's so I can do begging videos and get loads of donations. That's what it says on the actual court documents, the divorce documents.
How is it that I'm the bad party in this?
No, you're not.
Is it because I am a sparrow?
Oh, yeah, it's the mask, I think. It's the mask.
Is it the crinkle cut cock? Did you get jealous?
It's the fact that she's been trying to steal my sword all night. I think that's what it was.
That's when we know it was destined for failure.
Sorry, I'm trying not to tear up here. That's such a lovely night. The talented in it dropped a few years ago, Mike, and I'm sold as deals now. Oh, Christ. I said, look how young she is. That was 4 years ago, for fuck's sake. It wasn't that long ago. And my goal is, as long as I'm not as fat as I was there, then I'm still doing well. I'll tell you what, that whiskey with some water in. Love you too, my queen. Love you too. That was a nice night. That was the very first night we ever hung around with each other, wasn't it? It was great. I noticed you bought the Desmond mask on the first time you came around as well. I don't know, was the Spyro even a thing then? Or was it? Yeah, no, it must have been. That must have been. Was it? Yeah, no, it was. It was. Dropped and I'm indifferent. You might. Thing is, dropped. I know you're a lying bastard when you say that. I know you're lying. That's funny, that, Mike. My goal is to be as fat as I was there. Do you want me to really do your head in the show the King and Queen wedding? Would you like to see that? Just to piss yourself off. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 19 people watching. Cheers. I'm having a lovely glass of piss. Piss. Doctor, I have a father, Mike. I'm just an asshole. Yeah, hadn't I been to Keith's before I got to yours? I had quite a road. I think so. Doctor, piss on the attack. You need shot for thinking you looked fat there. Fuck's sake. I think what she really meant was she wants to be as slim as she was there. Carlos said, off to bed now, Nick. Been upset free. Take care, mate. Lovely having you on, Carlos. See you later. John said, glad I found your channel. You've made me laugh. Well, do you know what, John? I'm glad you found us. Take care, mate. Take care. Here you go, John, though. John, this one goes out to you. I need a genuine answer for this, right? This one, just for John. So I'm going to put his comment on the screen, right? But John, can you answer me this? This is so. John said, glad I found your channel. It's made me laugh.
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
Looks like you're strong enough, John. Looks like you're just strong enough. Good night, Carlos. Take care, mate. What you been up to, Tactical, anyway? Hanging around that Weatherspoons? Sexually assaulting old grannies? Like, no, I went too far already. Sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Fuck's sake. Oh, gosh. But was it worth it, John? Was it worth it? Oh, God. This, I'm going to play a clip now. Tactical is the young bloke in this clip, and the older person is an old granny that he's been trying to pull all night. All right?
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
Although the connotations of that clip mean that the old granny is saying she could have had him any time. Johnson, you're talking about the hot chicken. Well, maybe that's what we need to do. Get Tactical down our way and get Tactical involved in the Drops hot chick, and we got like a whole relationship going there. You know, she can forget. Do you know what, my queen? We could get Melanie completely forget about Roger doing that if Tactical comes down. It's done. Roger's life sorted. because Melanie will be thinking about a Geordie boyfriend all night long. Tactical will be sorting her out, breaking her hip all night long, so she can't even think about Roger once. Fucking hell. Oh god, so much rug burn. I don't know about rug burn. I don't know. I'm creased up. Yeah, be breaking hips and breaking hearts. Tactical. That's you, mate. I'm gonna need to find quite a long clip while I have a piss. I don't have one all night, but fucking hell. I'll tell you what, I will put the King and Queen having us getting married. Right, we'll have a slash. See you in a little bit. It's about a minute and a half long. This is when me and Metallic get fake married.
Crown my king. My king, your sword, to have forever, longer than your war.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tiara for my queen. Your sword, my queen.
Why, thank you, my king. Oh. Oh.
May I give you a pearl necklace, my queen?
Of course you may, just don't get it in my hair. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Did you enjoy that?
Certainly did.
That's good. That's good. Now where's my climax?
Coming up now.
Oh. To
Check
bed.
bed.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, my king. Thank you. That was amazing.
The drop said tactical. Oh, you want like he can't be. He's going to be pancaking old granny into a mattress later. Oh, fucking hell. Now there's an image. Fucking hell. Now there's an image that I pictured in my head. Holy fuck. Yeah. Tactical said, if you can all pardon me. Tactical, you are welcome. You're welcome. As long as you get a picture of yourself after you have pancaked the lady into the mattress. Holy shit. So I say these things just to amuse myself. Fucking hell. But that's a love lick. Also inspired by Let the Blood Run Free. That cost me 10 quid to do that joke, the climax joke. I think it was well worth it. Oh, God. John, oh, my God, this is hilarious, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying it, John. I hope you come back. Fucking hell. Just call me Granny Hater. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Terrible. Fucking Yoruba film. Flat. I'll be flat, fuck's sake. Oh, God, I can't help myself. Yeah, what I'll do, don't forget, everyone. So anyone who wants to join in the private chat, and anyone's welcome, by the way, but you do need to have a camera to be able to communicate. Send me an email. My email is... I'll put it on the screen if you want it. But I can't openly share the link. But so there's my email. Send me an email and I will send you the link. And also, if someone puts the word ! Thank you, my queen, it'll come up in the chat. There you go. WeaponCollector 1@aol.co.uk. Send me an email, say, Mike, I'd like to join. And you can fucking join. All right. But there it is, just there. Wherever the fucking pointing. I don't know. That's it. WeaponCollector 1@aol.co.uk. In about 15 minutes, I shall be going outside, which means this live stream Shall I leave it on? That means I'll have to get some people on for a bit. So there aren't many people on dropped. I may have to just stop it. Tacticals, I've just put a photo of my latest gilf on Discord. Is it shareable though? I hope you pancaked her into the fucking into the mattress by shagging her so hard you broke all her bones and turned them into dust. Alright?
Open the 5-day drawers, please, Hal.
Fuck, you know.
Searching for cod recipes online.
Shut up! That said, reckon it's probably the picture Penny sent me earlier. Where is it, Tactical? Don't make me go on your Discord, you shitbag. I ain't got fucking time for that. Fucking yeah, I'm gonna wake the fucking neighbours up. Oh god. Fucking hell. And the fact that actually fucking focused perfectly on that. It's been 10 seconds. Oh my god, I love the shit. Penny sends me some awesome stuff. I love the stuff she sent me. Not that she sent me that, but I'm just saying. It's probably the picture Penny sent me. Okay, so sorry. Come on, you piece. I can't sit still for it to focus on me. Piece of shit. Penny sends me some amazing stuff. Yeah, Penny sends random stuff, but it's also amazing. No, I like your stuff you send me, Penny. It's very interesting. John, you're not interested in a boner garage then? Or boner garage? Or boner gay rage? I can't even sign into my own phone. Oh, that's actually really cool, the alien. Well, yeah, that's great. Because it's Disney print. The alien queens are Disney princesses now, aren't they? Why fucking not? There you go. There they are. Alien as a Disney princess on a fucking unicorn. Look at that fucking camera focusing. Hello, Roadrunner. How are you? Can I just ask, how did you find my channel, or are you a regular? Welcome, by the way. It's nice to have you on. I'm just curious because I've been changing things up recently, so I was wondering if my videos are getting sent out more. I hope they are. Hello, how are you? Where'd you come from? I'm on whiskey tonight. Got myself a Claymore. Yes. Good evening, mate. You all right? I might stay in here till 1. Fuck it. What I'll do, about 1:30, I'll go down and check. Yeah, maybe I'll stay in here till 1. Fuck it. No one's in a rush, are they? Fucking boner gouge. You bloody sicken me, Tactical. Don't get in the wind of your fuck. Just because you want me to hurry up. I'll do a poll in a minute. And I mean the one you vote on. It's a nose, I lost it. So the first poll is, should I do a poll? Okay. So I need you to say yes or no. Should I do a poll? Let's see what happens here. Should I do a poll? Tell it no. Roadrun said yes. Okay. The next 3 answers will determine if I do a poll or not. So that's 1 no. So 1 yes, 2 no's. I did a poll once, but I thought she was Romanian. No's, yes. Come on. Come on. It's fucking 18, you bastards watching. You only have to write yes or no. Do it. Well, especially that said yes. Should I give it ultimate attack? Say no. Don't do a poll. I take it our queen says no. Richard said never. That's done anyway there. And I'm assuming Penny would say the same as our queen, say no anyway. So I won't do a poll. What I'm gonna do? No, I'll check it about half past. I don't know. Let's see, Tactical. Let's see. See how I feel. It's nice and comfortable sitting here. So, Roadrunner, what would you like to talk about? I'd like to know how you found this channel. We're having a drink if you can't tell. I'll just play you. Hello, Andy. How you doing, mate? Your stream you choose. Well, exactly, Andy. Exactly. I'm going to play you. So my very good friend Penny there, who is the knight of our queen, because I'm the king. She's got her own ringtone. It's fucking amazing. Are you ready for this? This is Penny's ringtone. This is what I hear when she rings me up. The whole entire story is true, by the way.
Mike's dwarven cock shook back and forth, tried to expel any remaining urine that remained, making a sound like the thunder that erupted when God banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden.
True story. True story. It was all seen as well. Roadrunner said, found you randomly. Hope you having a good evening. Oh, well, thank you, Roadrunner. Yes. Yeah, no, Penny. Well, Penny is Sir Penny, Knight of the Realm. The knight, our Queen's, official knight. Yes, she's the Queen. She's the Queen's right hand. Yeah, Persia is my right hand. Richard said, that's not my script. That's a what? A sack script, like. Love you, Penny. I think you're awesome. You'd ignore the results anyway. Do you know what, Rich? I fucking well would. I fucking well would. I would. Totally would. I think you'll find Tactical Pirate. His name is Richard Strains, not Richard Smith. But two people there with fake names. So Tackleberry is a faker. His real name is Tactical Pirate, and Richard's real name is Richard Strains. He likes to strain a lot. It should be Richard Strains a lot. And can I just say to Richard and Tactical,
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
yeah, I think this is a joke. Anyway, I'll be going outside soon. Maybe not in 6 minutes. We'll see. It could be worse. It could be Tactical Strains. I'd even better. Tactical Strains. The thing is, I actually do those. That's like that. I've never realised this. That's actually like a common thing to my toiletry habits. Tactical strains are actually like a real thing. Yeah. Because like you have to do tactical strains. You can't do a full-on strain because you hurt yourself. So you have to do a tactical strain. So at a certain point, you have to do a bit of a strain, but don't push it. Don't push it, because if you do an overstrain, and then you've got to go and see the doctor because you've got lumps either sticking through your guts or out your arsehole. Sorry if that was a bit too much detail, but yeah, tactical strains are a real thing. And I would like someone to put that, and I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. You know what I'm up to, don't you? See who can get there first. See who can get there first. Oh, I'm racing. Right, well, where is it there? Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Done it. Band name. Tactical Strains. That's my next name. Tactical strands. Thank you, Roadrunner, for subscribing. Hope you're having a nice time. My dad said, it won't be me. I haven't been on Discord for ages. So that's the band name, Tactical Strains. Strains tactically. But if you think about it, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? You know. Yeah, that vodka's all right. Not vodka, whiskey. Got myself a Claymore tonight. Tisn't bad. Yeah, definitely drinkable. Roadrunner had greetings from Birmingham. Nice one. I've got a few relatives who live in Birmingham. Drops of that Claymore a stabby. Or so I've gathered. Yeah, it's all right shit, mate. It's all right. All right stuff dropped. And mix it with a bit of water. It's actually, yeah, it's very drinkable. So once I've mixed it with water, that's just it there. It's all right. Right, don't forget there's a giveaway going on at the minute. If you would like to win some prizes, you can. You just need to donate a couple of quid to my donation thing. So if you look in the description, there's a donation link. If someone puts in the word !support, there's a donation link. For every £1 you donate, you get an entry into the giveaway, and you win these. Amongst other things, you can win this knife that I made. So you can win that with its lovely sheath. You can win this. Completely handmade, by the way. I made all these things. Thank you, Peach. It certainly is sick, isn't it, mate? That's the two main prizes, but there's loads of them. There's loads. There's a highest donator prize. Then there's a first prize, second prize, and third prize prizes. So there's loads of prizes. It's just the first place winner gets to pick one of them. You also get a bandana weight, which is one of these, which is a self-defense item. It's for holding. Yeah, I made those, John. Yeah, that holds your bandana in your pocket, but also it's a legal carry weapon. And then I can sort you out one of my self-defense walking sticks wherever they are. Yeah, I did make them, John. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, yes, Roadrunner, I did. I made both of those. Yes, yeah. I made everything I just showed. Everything I just showed, I made. Yeah. So, donate £1 every £1 per entry. You can join as many times as you like. The link is in the description and in the chat. Nightbot has put a link on saying to give a one-off donation. You just donate, and every £1 gives you a ticket, essentially. Thank you, Roadrunner. I said you made them. That's talented. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I do. I make a lot of weapons, yeah. Thank you. Drop says, some say you made it from a bigger sword. Wow. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right. Show them the Deerfoot knife. Well, this one isn't a prize. But this is something I made. Metallic. My queen got me the Deerfoot and preserved it and made it into this sort of hooked L shape. The fur is from my good friend Peach, and I made the sheath. That's actual deer's foot, real deer's foot. What's the favourite thing I made? I don't know. Any of the ones I keep, basically. So if I keep it, it's one of my favourites. So that sword means a lot to me. I'll show you another sword that means a lot to me. I don't know if I have a favourite. In all honesty, probably one of my knuckle dusters would have been my favourites, but I had to get rid of them all. This is quite special to me. Probably one of my knuckle dusters would have been my ultimate favourite thing, but this sword, me and Metallic have one of these each. Every part of this I made. That was probably one of the first proper fancy sword I ever made. And then the next sort of proper fancy one I made was this one, I'd say, which has quite a lot of detail on the scabbard. The WC24 says WeaponCollector 2024, so that was last year. King, because I'm the king of the knuckle dusters. Quite a long blade on that as well. Hello, Chris. Why do I collect weapons? Because I don't know, because I like them. Because I can make them. I think they're fun. I don't want to hurt people with them. That's not the idea. It's not to hurt anyone. It's a work of art. You can't deny that's a work of art. Look at it. Look at that. Completely handmade. Every part of that. Yeah. Almost silent draw, yeah. Get a little bit of a ting when it just hits the... Hello, Bill. How you doing, mate? You know what, Chris? Because why not, mate? Because why not? It's cool as fuck being able to make weapons. It's cool as fuck. And also, being able to make them means I don't have to pay for them. Because so obviously I did have to pay for some of the materials with that, but the cost of that sword to make rather than buy is a fraction. Roadrunner sort of like it. What's your inspiration? Honestly, Roadrunner, most of it is because I want something and I can't afford it, so I make it in a lot cheaper way. That's most of what it is. I see swords and I think, I want a sword like that. How could I make it? So I've developed ways, or thought of ways, or looked up ways to be able to make things a lot cheaper. Critical Reef, how you doing, mate? He said, evening, new to the channel, stumbled across you while looking at Horizon Red Bag. About to buy one. Definitely do, mate. Sorry, if late nights I've been having a drink. I would hold a red back and show you right now, but you can't hold them on live streams. YouTube often thinks they're guns. It is an amazing crossbow. It's definitely, I would say, I've not seen anything better. The Horizon Redback is the best single shot pistol crossbow you can get. The amount of stuff you can put on it. I'll tell you what, I'll get one down and I'll put it in a position where you can see it, but without touching it. It's all right as long as I'm not holding it. Yeah, as long as I'm not holding it, it's all right. So what you've got there is the basic redback. The amount of things you can put on it is amazing. So you've got the stock. You can get a stock extender now that can hold bolts. You can then put a quiver on the quiver that I make, the bayonet that I make. This one's got a flashlight and open sights. They're amazing. Oh yes, the Critical Reef. Yes, my friend made me an excellent advert for the stuff I make. Check this out.
Found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your King Lears for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
Oh, I fucking love Jim. So all of those products are actually real. It's just I'm not always selling them. Critical Reef, you definitely could print your own stock, but you'd have to get, I don't know where you'd get the files, but there's a bloke called 3D Cabin, 3dcabin.co.uk. Justin, he sells those, and you know, they're about 25 quid, but them crossbows are amazing, the amount of stuff you can get on them. Chris said, are you busy September the 13th? Probably not. Chris, why? What's going on, mate? Roadrunner said, I admire people who can make stuff. The only thing I can make is a mess. Well, nah. No, but thank you, Roadrunner. Yeah, it's you know the saying necessity is the mother of invention, or the motherhood of invention, whatever it is. That's purely why I make things, is because I look at things and I need it, so I make it, right? Is that what it is, Pete? So I made my own bed, right? Because I didn't have a bed. And that's fair enough, Pete. Yeah, no, I get you, mate. Thank you for telling me. I didn't have a bed. I actually made my own bed from scrap, right? I have a thing here that holds my computer on. I made all of that because I needed it. I wanted a sword. I needed it. So I made it. You know what I mean? But yeah, often that's why I make things, because I think it can be in your nature. I think not everyone can make things. And maybe that's because it's not in their, I don't know. My family have always spent years making things and building things, and you know, because that's all you had. You couldn't do it any other way. You had to make it yourself. So I've been able to make things since I was a kid, essentially, because if I wanted something, I had to make it. I mean, I wouldn't have had to make it. I had a lot of things. You know, it's hard to explain. I wasn't a spoiled kid, and we didn't have a lot of money, but I didn't go without, if that makes sense. Yeah, being a craftsman dropped, but yeah, like there's literally loads of shit in here. There's loads of shit in here. Carson, what we're talking about? Anything you want, mate. I'm just Roadrunner was saying they can respect people who make stuff, and I was just saying that partly what inspires me to make things is essentially not having things and needing it, or you know, yeah, you know, Critical Reef said, I need to finish this last bit and fuck off to bed. Good night, Good night, Critical Reef. Lovely having you on, mate. By the way, don't forget to like the stream. You're not. It does help me out. Pete said, Pringle Tube 2 sponge later, but I made it myself. There you go. But yes. Who needs to buy flashlights? Exactly. Yeah. I've made a lot of things. Thank you. It's the way to be. It's the way to be. No. This is pleasant. So in about 20 minutes, Chris said that's a nice Arsenal. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That's not even all of it. That's just some of it. There's loads more. Behind that flag, there's a load behind that as well. And stuff I can't get down and show you because I'll be touching it and then it, Drop said, know how to make shit because you might need it. Well, exactly, mate. That's it. Well, Drops, you're 100% like me. You totally get that. But some people, if that's not how you are or how you've been brought up, it may not seem that obvious. And that doesn't mean you couldn't do it either. I don't mean the people who didn't live like that couldn't do it. But I've just grown up. I remember as a kid wanting. I think it's just in certain people's natures. It may be in everyone's natures, but some people don't need to do it because they've got money, maybe. And I don't mean a lot of money, but when I was a kid, I wanted a sword. I couldn't have a sword. My dad made me a wooden sword, but also my dad worked 6 days a week, so he couldn't always make me a sword. So when I broke my sword, and my dad couldn't make me another sword, I made a sword. I made my own sword, and it wasn't as good as the one my dad made me, but it was fucking good. And we used to have competitions where we'd actually have sword fights with proper sword fights with our swords. You wouldn't hit each other, but you'd hit each other's swords, and whoever's swords didn't break, obviously, was the fucking king. You know? Yeah. Been sounding that sort for 30 years. John said, yeah, a katana, a flamethrower, yes.
I want a katana, a pistol, a shotgun, a machine gun.
All the shit you shouldn't have.
But exactly. Pete said, going to buy a laptop bag with an extra zip in the back. Yeah, and put some body armor in it or something. Carl said, most young lads nowadays couldn't put jam on a toast, let alone build. Well, exactly. That's the thing. It's a shame. And you're right there, Carl. That's fucking true. Do you know what? The young boys in my family could, though. But that's because we make sure they can. And the girls as well. The girls in my family and the boys, they could do that. My fucking little niece probably smashed the shit out of those blokes as well. But yeah. You need to keep them in with real life because you need to know, because it gets to the stage where people are paying people to put a shelf up. And no offense if you have done that, there's nothing actually wrong with that, but someone at some point should have made a point of your life to make that natural to do. And if it isn't, Pete said keeping them smart to keep them safe. Exactly, mate. Exactly. The reason I said about my niece is because she does boxing and she's fucking good at it. But yeah, it just saves you money. Imagine having to pay someone to put a fuse in a plug or something like that. I find that shit mental. I've literally got shit all around me that I've made. There's a dartboard case there I made. I've got a DVD rack there that I made. I've got a DVD rack there I made. All these shelves I made myself and put up. My whole entire set of shelves that hold my telly and all that are all handmade. My bed. Yeah. But I'm not saying that's not obvious to everyone, but I think it should be. I think you should be able to put a shelf up at least. Doctor, kid turned 13 last week. He's been walking in the woods and making weapons for a decade now. Wouldn't have it any good. Well, the thing is dropped. That's what I mean. You're very, very, very much like I am and my family is anyway. I mean, yeah, so we get it. We get it. And, you know, and I do understand that not everyone's like that nowadays. And all that means is that they're a bit more comfortable than us, and that's fair enough. That's nice. That's what people aspire to be. They want to aspire to be. So you don't have to make your own things. But I find it so natural that if I want something, right, there are some things I can't do, but I'd like to know that most things, if I want it, not most things, I can't make a telly or something, but if I need like a set of shelves or something, or a box to put something in, I don't need to buy it. I can make it as long as I can get the materials and make it from scratch. And I think that's sort of amazing, but I forget that that's not everyone who can do that. I said it's not all about saving money. It's about the sense of accomplishment, knowing that you built it with your bare hands. Exactly. But I forget that that not everyone can do that. Roadrunner said, when you make something that's unique and made how you want it, exactly, Roadrunner. Yeah. Andy said, good comments dropped and Carl. Yeah. What is that? No, you're right though. I'll show you a little thing that I've never shown anyone. I always like it. It's an interesting little. As I said, there's loads of stuff in here I could show you that I made. But I'll show you a little thing that I made that has one little simple purpose, but I made it just out of fun. This weighs a lot as well, right? This is my indestructible money box. You can hear there's a little bit of money in there. But this bastard, the wood that this made out of is about that thick. But yeah, that was just something I made for fun. And it looks cool, doesn't it? The only way to get your money out of that is you'd have to drill a fucking big hole in it. Or hammer your way, take that plate off and maybe hammer your way through it, chisel you through it. That's all right, isn't it, Pete? Quite nice. Indestructible money box. I just made that for fun one day. It can hold £5. The hole's a little bit bigger than that, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, there's an example of stuff like that. So metallics and my bedside table is one of my favourite pieces of furniture. So I made metallic wanted a table next to her bed that would swivel because she's got like a mechanical bed that moves up and down because she's got sort of certain disabilities. So we sort of came up with an idea, didn't we? Or I did. Completely from scrap. That was all scrap as well. That was bits of flooring. I made that out of. Yeah. So we made this swiveling table. Yeah, you fucking love it, don't you? I am quite proud of that as well. It's good. John says, sorry, too much lager. Had to go to the toilet. What's that on the couch? A crossbow? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a crossbow. I just can't hold it. I can show you it. I just can't hold it. Tell it how it is, Mike. It's a sex one. Well, if you put like a dildo on it, swung it around, maybe. Oh gosh. I've put that saying about it only holds 50p in that fucking box. I've only there's probably 50p in it. I've only ever put 1p in it. The title said it's a piece from a telly stand, a piece from a curtain pole, and a bit of wood cut from an old chest of drawers. Yeah. But it works amazingly, doesn't it? Critical Reef said, best way to be. It's nice to know that you can make your own stuff to survive if it all went wrong. Well, exactly. Because that's the thing, right? I think I could do most things. There are some things I can't do. And the thing is, I think most people can do these things. It's just what it is I've had the opportunity to mess around doing stuff as a kid. That's all it is. It doesn't mean you can't do it. I can't weld. But the basics of like cutting wood, hammering nails and shit like that, that doesn't mean you can't do it. All it is I did that stuff as a kid, messing around. You know what I mean? So by the time I became an adult, it's just natural. That's the only difference. You could do these things. You just need to get a bit of practice in on it. I mean, that's all it is, really. Yeah. That dropped. It's the truth, though. It's the truth. That's in my gore stand was a trance. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I made a stand to hang a carcass off while you butcher it. I was really proud of that as well. That was mental, wasn't it? It was great. Yeah. I think that came out awesome. Didn't it? Or should I say, goresome. It came out goresome. Right, so just so everyone knows, in about 10 minutes, this live stream will finish, and then in about 15 minutes at most, another one will start, and then that'll stay on for a little bit, and then I'll do a private chat, okay? The drop said, for fuck's sake, you made a shrunken head prototype. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Look at that. That's good, isn't it? I do like that. Are you not coming on later, my queen? All right, fair enough. Johnson looks like it's aged already. Did the leather try? I don't know. No, I think it's just a better camera dropped. This camera just zooms in really well. This probably focuses better than my actual phone. It's better lighting as well because I've got like a light down here. I think that's all it is. Critical Reef, he said, right, I gotta go. Cheers, man. Good to catch a bit of a live. Yeah, take care, Critical Reef. It was lovely having you on, mate. See you later. Good night. That looks like a scrote. It does. You off as well, Peach. Good night, mate. Love you, Peach. It does. It does look like a scrote. I love the word scrote. It looks like your scrote, does it? Piercings and stitches. Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise you said your scrote. So if any of our female friends ever get to experience Peach's scrote, remember it's going to have piercings and stitching and possibly a nose and a dirty bit of hair at the top. You're a fucker, Peach. In fact, none at all in case my laptop dies before the stream ends. So yes, be aware when I go off, I won't be too long. I'll be about 10 minutes. The computer's already on out there, so it shouldn't take too long. Bag's already set up essentially. Put my phone in. Put the shot glass in. Fuck that glass. I'll put this one in there. Fuck it, I'll put my phone in my actual pocket. I'd say, is it cold outside? But most of you lot wouldn't know, would you? Sleep well, Metallic. You poor thing, you never do sleep well, do you? Beware as the scene going. Chris said, what time is the wife on? Well, my wife, who's Metallic, has been on the whole time, but she's going off now. Although when I'm not with her, we're not married. Redwood said, got my fan on, so I've got mine on. But I'm going outside now, so it may be colder. I don't know. I'll put a hoodie on. Put a hoodie on. Oh, I've got a wire away. Although saying that though, Chris, me and Metallic aren't really married, but we are soulmates. We're best friends. Pete said, pro sleep tip, just not before bed, easy. He's referring to his dick anyway. He do crap me up. But Metallic is the lady you've seen in the videos when I've played them. Yes, me and Metallic are favourite. She's my favourite lovely ex-wife, and I am her favourite ex-husband. There you go. Right, I'm just making sure I've got everything. Oh, I'll get my fucking earphones ready if you want to come in. I made a playlist of the new Miley Cyrus album, and Penny's about the only person who might be interested in this. I added in the music videos recently to that playlist because all of the songs weren't videos. So yeah, that's what I've got the pleasure of doing later. Drop said is damn near one. You fucking off to the shed at some point. No, get ready, man. Get ready. All right. No, get ready. Yeah, it's like a chat room, Chris, but you have to be on camera, that's all. But Chris, if you would like to join in, you can, but you'd have to be on camera, that's all. It's just private. It's not live. So if you're up for it and you want to have a chat with us, and you don't need to have any software, you can do it on your phone or your computer, and it's web based. So you just click a link, allow your mic and your camera, and then you're on, and you can have a chat with us. Oh yes, maybe there's a clip. While this is playing, I'm going to have a piss if it's long enough.
Lords, ladies, and peasants, if thou wish to continue with this conversation in private, your king has asked that you send an electronic message to WeaponCollector1 at aol.co.uk. That does not require visual, but asks to have audio. The rest of those who cannot join, fuck off.
Oh, I beat the fucking video and everything. So yes, if you would like to do that, send me an email. The email is in the chat. Jonathan, that Claymore is apparently what you need on weekend. It is. Certainly is. I think it's having sleep apnea and being tired as fuck that's making me get drunk so easy. I don't know. To try to make it long enough for a bit. And do you know what, Drop? I appreciate that, mate. I really do. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. What's my fucking hoodie? So, get your emails in. And when I go in the Wendy house, I shall invite you. But you do need to get your invites in, because if you don't get your emails in, I can't do it. How would I send you the link otherwise? I think it's cold outside. It's quite nice. But I'm always boiling hot, so it's nice to get outside and just appreciate it being cold, in all honesty. The one thing I do appreciate when it's cold. Because you know why? Whenever you're cold, you can always put more clothes on. Whenever you're hot, you can take all your clothes off and it's not enough. Not the fucking UK, it's horrible. Anyway. I hope you've all been liking the stream. Oh, it's been a good night tonight, isn't it? Been fun. Fucking hand hurts again. My middle finger hurts. Right. I shouldn't be too long. Give me 10 minutes. I should be back. Chris said you're funny. I'm glad. Thank you. Hope I am. Right. Drop said, I assure you are taking off all your clothes. Gets arrested. Yeah. Right. Oh, microphone's the last thing I need. Okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. This live stream's going to end. Give me 10 minutes and another one will start. That'll run for about 5 minutes while I get the invites to get people on, and then we'll go private, okay? Keep an eye out. So, Chris, Roadrunner, I will be back, but if you want to have a private chat with us, you'll have to send me an email and I'll invite you, okay? So, if you invite me, if you send me the email, even if you miss the next live stream, you'll still get your invite, okay? So check your emails every 5-10 minutes for the next, whatever. Yeah, it will be private, yes. It'll be public at first for about 5 minutes, and then it'll be private. And then you can come on, and no one will be able to see you apart from us lot, all right? Chris, all you have to do is email me and say, Mike, can I join? You will get a message with a link. You click that link and follow the instructions. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to download anything. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer, right? This is my email. Right, hang on. Yeah. Just send me an email saying, can I join? Okay? All right. See you later, everyone. My email's in the chat. It's on the screen. Chris, what's your email? Fucking Mike. WeaponCollector1@AOL.co.uk. Okay? WeaponCollector1@AOL.co.uk. It's just here. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in a bit. All right? Good night.